Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, internet. Welcome to Grog Talk. I'm James.
I'm Dan.
And where are we from today, Dan?
Well, we got to do a little bit of rolling to figure that out because, as you know, we're on a hex crawl.
That's right.
And so we will be coming from places where we are currently out in the hex crawl. And currently, we're off the coast, right?
That's right. We've just, if you listened to last episode, Carlos from Castle Entertainment helped us, our brave adventurers, Somnus and Mendy, and the rest of the party depart on a small craft to parts unknown.
And I think where we left off, I believe, was my character going, wait, what? These guys are coming with us?
That's right.
This is awesome.
Yes, we are.
So apparently Carlos was concerned about just me and you.
Right.
Two pathetic magic. Well, we have a total how many hit points?
You have 3.
And you have 3.
That's right. 6.
Total of 6.
6 points.
He was a little nervous.
1 sleep and 1 message spell.
Yeah, he sent us off with others. But so the point of all that is we're on a boat, and so we don't know what the name. We didn't get a name of the boat.
Right. So we're gonna name the boat.
And of course, we love the random here.
Right.
And so,
what'd you think? I like your idea. So why don't you tell everyone?
So I thought that we would randomly roll for a monster. Now, this is not to attack us.
Right.
This is the name of the boat.
This is the name of the boat.
Let's make this clear.
Right.
Of course, now we'll get like dolphin, whereas when Vic rolls later, it'll be dragon.
So there is no dolphin on here. So that's the good
It's not going to be the SS Dolphin. Okay.
Oh, there's dolphin. I apologize. So we are in saltwater, I assume.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
should we wake up Carlos and ask him confirmation on that? Hey, Carlos, I got a.
I know you're probably sleeping, but hey,
we got a really important question.
We have a really important question.
This probably is salt. Wait, it's saltwater. Yeah, because Woolly Bay, it opens into the ocean.
But are we in shallow waters, coastal waters, or small inlet seas, or deep waters?
We're in coastal
right now. Yes. All right. Roll percentiles.
All right. I love it.
We could have randomly done that too, but
That's true.
That's right.
No, you're right. We should.
All right. Well, then D6.
You're right.
All right. We still see
the dice don't lie.
The dice do not lie.
Here we go. A 90.
90.
Do I have sonics?
We're sailing aboard the giant sea turtle. The giant turtle. That's the name of the boat.
It's a sea turtle. You changed. You dropped C. Did you drop C?
It's a giant sea turtle. It's a giant sea turtle.
No, the giant sea turtle. Or you like just giant turtle?
Just the turtle.
The turtle?
The turtle.
All right.
Because we're going to be slow.
Because
we have no idea where we're going.
Okay, so today we are coming from the turtle.
Yes, that's right.
What does SS stand for? Well, it's a ship.
Sure, yeah, something ship. I remember that.
All right, so we're coming from but that wouldn't be great.
What does SS stand for? Like I know HMS is Her Majesty's or His Majesty's Service, right? What does that mean on there? Stands for sailing ship.
Okay.
All right.
So if the SS Turtle.
The boat is the Turtle. The SS Turtle. We're aboard the SS outside Safeton.
Well, that's its nickname. Technically, if you looked up in the records that are kept in Safeton, in the Safeton licensing or bureau or whatever
Bureau of Watery Nautical Adventures.
Exactly. You would find it would be the SS Giant Sea Turtle.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's its official name.
Right. We timmed it down. Yes, I know Bodie McBoatface. That's what I said first. So we have a bunch of our dear friends on. We have the Scourge of the North on, Vic Dorso. We have our Captain, Most Brilliant Sagacity, Crown Prince Resolute Scythe of Kensai, which we're going to do a shout out later to. He is at a convention in Kyoto, I think he said, RPG convention.
Yeah, or was.
And
is it still going?
I think he went there yesterday or today or whatever he is now. He's probably over. He's probably headed back.
Yeah.
But you know how that works over there. And of course, our dear friend from Australia, the August champion, Chamberlain, David Thompson, which he is, he's Archduke. I always forget he's an August Potency as well, because we've shortened his name so many times.
He's just a Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really kind of disrespectful since he has the largest landmass of all of them.
Well, it works the other way. He disrespects us. We don't.
Really?
Well, yeah, it goes right. It goes, respect goes upward. We're at the top, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I like it. All right, so we're going to do random encounters first. So while we do that, what did you bring for our random
Oh, that's
encounter?
right. So, of course, in keeping in the tradition meaning once.
Right.
The tradition, if you've done it once, we like to eat on the show.
We like to. There's been positive feedback that hearing slurping and gurgling from us is just wonderful.
Better. It's a comparative analysis.
Exactly. Better than you talking.
Can you guys eat more, please?
That's right. So we have, in honor of the black pudding.
We have black pudding.
Exactly.
I'm very concerned the black pudding is never going to lose until maybe it runs into a fire giant or something, right?
Yeah.
The black pudding is going to be like...
unstoppable.
Yeah. How is that?
It's beautiful.
That's pretty good.
It's good.
It's like a custard.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
It's really thick. This is Hershey's. And it's like...
Oh!
We have a friend.
Come here. Come here.
The hellhound. This is why you really need to watch us on YouTube as opposed to...
There's the hellhound. Come here.
Oh.
There he is.
Wow. Hey there. What's the hellhound's name?
The hellhound's name is Spartacus. He is my son's dog. So this is what happens when you have adult children.
Yeah.
And they want to go see this. They're going down to do Super Bowl events. So they're driving down there. So, and of course, the day before, they're like, hey, do you mind if you watch the dog for the weekend? And that's how we ended with him. Oh, so he's Spartacus the hellhound. And you know, Dan likes cats, not giant.
You see, I treat, now the listeners don't see this, but I'm scratching his head because this is what I would do with a cat.
Yes.
Do dogs like this?
He hasn't assaulted you yet, so that's good.
Well, you're restraining. You grappled him. You rolled on your Can we have some hellhound on black pudding action? Can you have some black pudding?
No.
Probably not.
No, because then he'll poop black pudding, and then I'll have to clean it up. So he poops like a man.
All right. Well, he is the official dog of...
So it was funny because you didn't know he was here one time, and you're walking up the stairs. And
I rolled... I'm surprised would be a 1 in 5.
Right.
And I rolled a 5.
And he launches at you, which I...
Five segments later.
You were surprised. You were complete... And then you were overbeared.
Yeah.
I don't know even how you roll. Go ahead.
Then you were what was it? You were binding my wounds.
That's right. You were knocked down. You were down for a week. All right. Well, I'm going to take him out of the room.
Oh.
By the way, the master, his most august piety, Baron, contentious Lord of Sweden, Martin Rysons is on as well. Amazing dog. He thinks you're amazing. What do you think?
Oh, he is amazing. See you later, Spartacus.
All right. I saw the door open, and that meant he had access.
So is this where I have to start tap dancing?
Yeah, it's your show now, Dan.
Okay, so we're moving right to random encounter. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Did you announce that? I think you announced it. Once you say it, it happens. So I know from here, I've learned we do a roll 1, 2, or 3. Is that the Fiend Folio?
Yeah, with you do Dorso.
4, 5, or 6 is it's a Fiend Folio.
All right, very good.
So too bad Carlos isn't here. He'd be very excited. So on to the Fiend Folio.
So you can do this show on your own. It's just self.
Let's face it. Pretty much anybody could.
Oh.
Well, not the IT stuff. Okay, so now we go to where we're at.
Compelling stuff.
We need something with fire to bring down the black. Wait, what's the black pudding's name? I forgot. Do we have a name?
We didn't name. There was some contentious, by the way, of the that people didn't think he should have got typhus because typhus is a bloodborne disease, and he being a giant amoeba.
I understand. Yeah.
They were a little upset about that. No, I don't think we gave him a name.
That's right. He's ill.
He has chronic typhus, severe and chronic. That's what we put down.
That's right.
His name should be Hershey. I mean, clearly.
Okay.
He's Hershey, the black pudding.
All right, Hershey. All right, so roll a 10-sided. Or you want me to roll? I'll roll a 10-sided. I'll roll a 10-sided.
I'm taking the day off. Go ahead. You roll it. I'll roll from now on. Level 7. Good.
Oh.
It needs to be fire breathing.
Oh, wait, no, that's where we're at.
Oh.
No, that's right. That's that's the location.
You're
we're
right.
at monster level. You're not in a dungeon.
All right.
We're turning and flipping. Turning and flipping. Wait, 6 is temperate. My gosh, there's so many. We're temperate and subtropical conditions, inhabited and our patrol areas. So our black pudding is heading into town. Wait, I have to mention this. Can I? Come on, because I always forget this.
Right.
If you look at deities and demigods, and I really want to ask Jim Ward about this today.
Which he should be on today.
He should be. So there is non-human deities. I think he probably created these. I want to ask him about this, which means we may be talking to the creator of Garl, Glitter Gold,
your favorite,
and Kurtlemak.
Right.
My other favorite. And so so the ogre. Are you familiar with the ogre demigod? Vaprak, the destroyer?
I did not know. I've seen the picture.
Okay. And that picture's frightening, isn't it?
Yes.
He's 15 feet tall.
Right.
You ready? Right? And he loves to... he's a horrid, mottled brown and greenish humanoid. Great strength. He prefers to tear his prey apart with his claws rather than use weapons. It is said that this vicious being is always hungry. Now you're saying, okay, whatever. This is like, yeah, that's standard fare, right?
Right.
This is the next line. In times of great troubles, he walks the prime material plane. I'm sorry, this is great. Robbing, killing, and eating whatever he finds in his path. So he just comes through your village.
Right.
Vaprak, this 15 foot. He should be like a random. I don't know. I just thought that was great. So Vaprak just periodically, he just will come through. So it could be like, look, okay, let me put it in your speak. It's a gnome village. Are you interested now?
Oh, now.
Okay, now you're interested. So it's a gnome village, and Vaprak is hungry. He blinks in.
Right.
Right? And he just starts eating gnomes.
Ugh.
I mean, this happens. I'm not making this
That's
up.
right. Some gnome village there planning some shenanigans, and all of a sudden Vaprak shows up.
Right? I love Vaprak. All right.
It's a good day. Let's see. Vic thinks we should call this the Black Pudding Sludge. Our dear friend, who we just posted his official title, the Master, his most majestic suzerain, is on. Shannon Ferguson, good morning, or good very morning for you, sir.
Is that the angry monk?
It is.
We're going to ask about the monk.
We are going to ask him. That's right.
All right.
Well, hopefully he's going to be on. Like I said, because I've not talked to him since we confirmed this, so I assume Jim's a professional, and hopefully he'll be on.
And if not, we head home.
That's right. We head home. All right.
Head home. All right. No, we have to roll for, 8. We don't know where we are. Because we're in the plain,
like
scrub forest, rough, desert, hills, mountain, or marsh.
5.
We're in the desert. So the black pudding is in the desert.
In the desert. I don't know how that works.
It's so hot. How does he move? All right, for sun
you know what kind of people we have on that to support us? Already, the Chamberlain has figured out the overbearing rules for you against the dog.
Have I lost yet?
Oh yeah, you're done.
What'd you roll?
I rolled an 81.
An orc. Oh, this is not going to go well. There's 3 5% of all orc encounters will include a Grillion.
Ah.
So should we do a 5% chance it's actually a Grillion?
Yeah, let's do that.
Nope, it's an orc.
Well, this will be quick.
This is gonna be he has. Wait, does the orc have a torch?
No, but and
no.
Oh yeah, he has. He has whatever
he
he wants. But I guess now we've had orc before. Are we repeating monsters?
No, we shouldn't repeat.
Okay.
Should we? That's boring, isn't it? So
the
the orc walks by.
He sees the pudding and he goes the other way.
Yeah, he runs. He's not stupid.
He's not stupid. Pudding in the desert. 1.
A giant ant. I like this.
Oh, it's a giant ant. I thought it was an ant keg, which may have been.
No, because we're in the desert. No ant kegs apparently in the desert. Yeah. Sorry.
Giant ant. Okay.
It's a giant ant.
We have not had a giant ant, so there you go.
No, I like the idea of a giant ant. I don't think he's going to do very well,
no,
is he?
He's a dead ant.
Okay, you can't make the dice don't lie. Are you ready for this? This is going to blow your mind.
Yes.
And I am not making this up, and I'm going to try to show this on camera. When I opened up giant ant, as I often do, right? As one does.
As one does.
A couple weeks ago.
Right.
Look what I found smushed above giant ant in my book.
Wow.
It's a dead ant.
It is a dead ant.
You can't make that stuff up, can you? Is this more interesting to me than everyone else?
It's that camera. Yeah, there you go. You can easily see it. Yeah, they can see the
Isn't
ant.
that weird?
There it is. Look at that.
I felt bad for the guy.
Yeah.
So a giant ant, an ant was walking. I smushed the book on him.
Well, perhaps it wasn't you. Maybe it's been there for, it's not your official book.
Don't peek.
Sorry.
No, it had not been there.
Oh.
Please. I've been to the giant ant entry many times. Many times. Okay?
Okay.
All right, what's its frequency, do you think?
It's a lot. 3 to 300 or something.
Oh, no. Frequency, not number appearing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Common.
You would think it's rare.
Rare.
I guess the big ones are rare. It's rare.
Okay.
Okay, but now number...
So centipedes are like uncommon. Giant centipedes, which are horrific creatures.
Oh, there's more hill giants.
Hill giants. Right.
Aren't hill giants common?
Hill giants are common. That's right. There are more hill giants than there are those other things.
That's great. They are common. That's crazy. Okay. Number appearing?
Like I said, 3 to 300.
Yeah, 1 to 100.
Okay.
Armor class. This is kind of rough.
I would say they're like 4.
That's just 3.
Oh, 3 like plate mail. They basically were in plate mail.
Yeah. Movement.
9.
18.
Wow.
So now, see, we're getting an appreciation for the giant ant. They have a low AC, 1 to 100 appearing, and they move at 18. They will just swarm you.
Right.
So if you're just walking along and you step and disturb an anthill.
Well, you would hope if you wouldn't be able to step into a giant anthill, because if it's giant, how big are they? They're like 2 or 3 feet long.
They're 2 feet long.
Yeah. This is not an anthill. It'd be a mound that you're climbing, basically.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so you're going up this. So you're in the desert,
Right.
going up this ridge, and then all of a sudden you're like, uh-oh.
Right.
You don't know. It all
Right.
looks
It's like
insane.
that Indiana Jones when the carnivorous ants eat the people in the Amazon. The 4th one that no one ever watched. So
There was, I believe, that Judges Guild in one of the magazines that they had, I think Bob Bledsaw did a giant ant, basically.
Oh, okay.
Event, where you're against the ants, basically. That'd be kind of cool, right? Like a horror-esque kind of.
Right.
Against the
Yeah,
ants.
the birds, the ants, something like that. Absolutely.
Yeah. 2 hit dice.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, they have 2 hit dice, and a kobold has how many hit points?
1 to 4, or something like that.
How big is a kobold?
They're basically armored gnolls. I mean, if you extract the description, gnolls are 2 hit dice. These are 2 hit dice. They have better armor class.
Oh my gosh, they're better than a gnoll.
Oh yeah, they're easily better than a gnoll.
That seems to make no sense to me. Well, let me keep reading, and let me just say that we do, of course, we get the picture.
That's right.
The poor guy is being.
Well, he looks like he's doing okay.
No.
Oh, the guy.
You're missing the guy on the ground. I'm talking about the guy on the ground.
Yeah, and why is he not dead?
Yeah, and this seems to be more than 100. You see
right.
how many there are going out there?
Yeah, we're on page 7 of the Monster Manual, and in typical, what makes the Monster Manual, the original, so wonderful is it provides DMs with kind of how to use them.
Yes.
And how they should be approached. So they're either leaving the dungeon or whatever, and what's not realistic is it appears that the man in armor looks about 12 feet tall as he's stamping across them with a flame, and it looks like he's beating them away, but possibly they're just overrunning them, and there's a poor guy with a dagger.
Yeah, he seems to have sort of
cleared them out almost.
But onto his friend.
Right, yes.
Like, get away from me, and like this poor guy was in the way.
Right. But in some ways, they look like they're pouring out of the mound, and his friend fell, and they're biting him. It's awesome.
Oh, I think
when he dropped his sword, which of course we've talked about. Why do people hold the dagger and not the sword? That's the same thing we saw in another picture. The treant. Remember, they were fighting with. I guess apparently, once you're in close combat, they want to use the dagger. So that's
maybe he fumbled. No, wait, there's no fumble in first edition. Sorry.
That's right.
Okay, so 1 attack at 1 to 6. Special attacks. Warriors have poison sting, so we have to find out if he's a warrior. Can you poison? Are we going to do this again, like the typhus? Can you poison a black pudding?
Well, I will say yes, just to give it something.
A chance.
What I would do is I would whatever damage it does, I would reduce its overall hit points. In other words, it wouldn't kill it; it would just kill that part of it off.
Oh,
like it would slough itself off that part.
All right.
Is slough a word? I don't know.
Yeah, it is now. All right, 9. Okay, when giant ants are encountered, it is 90% likely that they will simply be workers. If found in their lair, their nest, there will be double the number rolled. Oh my! Double the number rolled. So you get 200. Wait. So the number appearing 1 to 100 is like you're just walking along?
Right.
Is it like a long line and there's like peanut butter at the end?
Right. Or black
honey?
Pudding, yeah.
Or black pudding.
Well, this is why they're going after them.
Yes,
They think it's food.
You're right.
That's right. This
makes total sense. The
right.
dice don't lie. Of course giant ants would be So this pudding takes a wrong turn. He ends up in the desert.
Right.
And these ants are like, are you kidding me?
This is manna from heaven.
You can't make this stuff up.
That's right. Manna from heaven's just showed up.
Yes. So wait. So we're like the giant ants with our, in this scenario, we're the giant ants.
We're the giant ants eating the black pudding.
Oh, it's going to be tasty.
Yeah.
All right. I'm so rooting for the ants.
First of all, it's an ant.
I'm so unhappy that they don't get 1 to 100. I understand that these would take forever if you had to do
that would be a separate pod. If anyone wants to develop their own podcast to run our random encounters, that would be great.
That would be. Then that's all it is.
Yeah.
Like 100 ants. All right, down to 73. 4 hours later. All right. So the warrior ant has 3 hit dice, does 2 to 8 hit points of damage with its mandibles, and if it hits with them, it will also attempt to sting.
I'm just going to say there's 20% chance it's a warrior ant because if there are 5 worker ants, you get 1 warrior ant.
And you know
so 1 in 6.
And you know what's going to happen? Word is going to go out that a black pudding is there.
Right.
They're going to get the black pudding. How fast can a black pudding move?
6, we said.
And you think he can even move? Is he picking up sand as he goes? What? I mean, is he just like now? Can he move even,
6?
Does he even look like a black pudding anymore? Or is he just covered in sand?
He looks like a powdered donut.
Yeah, exactly.
The powdered donut.
I agree with that.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
It's a powdered donut. The powdered donut black.
So they're going to
tell. That would be really good now too with the pudding.
Well, if he wins, that's his new name, powdered donut.
Powdered donut. Okay.
If it stings, all right. So the only ones, that have the poison are the warriors.
Oh, Turkish delight. That's a good idea. That's also a similar thing.
What's a Turkish delight? Oh,
it's the thing wrapped in brown sugar, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
I think so.
The queen ant has 10. Whoa, the queen ant has 10 hit dice.
Yeah.
Shall we roll for percentage chance? We should do warrior chance.
Okay.
Queen ant chance.
Right.
Right. But she never.
She doesn't move or attack. This one. Yes, I want that.
That's what the black pudding was.
Yay!
All right, we won't do that. If she is killed, they become confused. Okay. Treasure held by ants we found in the chamber of the queen ant. Would that be a fun adventure, or is that too hard to make fun? Like going into an ant hole?
Well, the Chamberlain said he had one attacking a town, but
that would be awesome. The town is attacked by like 100 giant ants. They just coming in. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. The egg chamber. All right. So you rolling for chance of warrior?
Yeah, 1 in 6. So 1 is
before
the warrior.
Vic goes back to sleep.
Yeah. No, it's not a warrior.
All right, that's all right. So now are we rolling for a surprise and distance?
Yeah. Well, first distance.
Oh,
they're 100 yards away from each other.
Well,
it's the desert. It makes perfect sense.
True.
You just see this giant cinnamon ball
what?
rolling towards
on the horizon.
And the ant comes towards them. So now it's surprise.
Well, first I'm going to demand that you surrender.
I have non-intelligence. I'm the black pudding.
You're the black pudding.
Yeah, I have non-intelligence.
I'm an animal.
We're both.
Whoa, something's at that door, literally. Spike the door.
Spike the door.
The hellhound.
The hellhound outside.
This is kind of frightening. Okay. Ooh, 5.
No surprise there. No surprise. Now it's initiative.
Oh, I thought that was my initiative. Oh, come on, a 1. Boo.
Well, I moved my 60 feet. 60
oh, we're doing that business? Oh, all right.
Okay, now I'm 40 yards away.
You're so by the book. All right.
What's your movement? 18. Okay, now we're right next to each other. So now it's initiative.
All right, let's go. Come on, big money. 5.
You want to actually hit him. Go ahead.
Yes.
You want to get a hit first. AC 6. You're 2
I have a chance at winning, don't I? How many hit dice do you have?
I have 10 hit dice.
Oh my gosh. I have no chance.
That's you.
Can
correct.
we need to start using good hits and bad misses.
Well, that'll be up to you.
The critical. Well, because this guy's got no chance. 14.
That's definitely a hit.
Oh.
Against AC 6, 2 hit dice? Absolutely. That's a hit. Go ahead, roll your damage.
I got the AC. All right. 1 to 6. Come on. I really need a big number here.
You do need a big number.
Big number. 4.
Okay, so that's good. You split off part of
that's
the
right.
creature.
I forgot about that rule.
So now there's 2 black puddings next to you. Yeah, and that 14, that you need a 12 to hit.
This is just a matter of time. I'm just splitting you again.
Right.
Because I have no fire.
12. What's your armor class?
3.
3? 3 or 2?
3.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter, but this is why we're going through this, because sometimes it doesn't matter.
Is it possible that I stole that dude's torch in that last adventure?
You grabbed it from him?
That's in my mandibles.
10 hit dice. He needs a 7. The black sludge or a Hershey needs a 7 to hit you. He does 3 to 24 damage.
Oh my gosh.
And the next round he does 3. Black puddings are amazing. 5, 8. Now you got to roll your hit dice. You have 2 hit dice.
Oh my gosh.
1.
No, that's a
1. Yes, 1. He's gone already. That's good. Dead.
Oh man.
No, you cannot escape the black pudding.
Is it possible?
Now you can break a roll.
Is it possible I'm a were ant?
No, you're not a were ant. You killed a giant ant. Be happy we allowed that. Though next time I think we'll have to make a saving throw for the severe chronic typhus. We should do that.
Oh, that's. Oh, you're right.
Next time we'll do that.
Wait, how
Because we're assuming that it takes a while to kick in. So next time.
Well, what happens? Can you die? Is there?
Well, we have to look that up.
No, I know. I guess we don't.
We have to look up disease.
You're right.
I think he has 50% weakness, which again for him doesn't really matter, because only fire hurts him, basically.
Yeah.
So until we get a fire, his hit points are reduced to 50. Now he could be totally disabled. Then the question is, if he's disabled, what happens then?
Well, no, he needs to retire. He needs to get SSDI and retire.
He's going on disability.
Right? I mean, he can't be adventuring. He's no profession. He has to retire, doesn't he?
Yes.
If he's disabled, he has to retire.
Okay. We'll make a saving throw for him every week. And if he's disabled, then we'll have 2 new.
So is that this now?
You want to say after this?
Well, didn't you say? When are you going to do it? You said every week.
I'll do it now because then, that's right. End of the campaign, end of it. He makes saving throw. 15. He's still with us.
Okay. That's the only thing that's going to take him down.
Fire elemental.
Well, yeah, I think it's more likely that the typhus is going to disable him.
Right, he goes into retirement. He's got the vapors, and
so that will be a trivia question. Who is the only
retired not through natural,
who's never defeated, who retired undefeated? He's like the Rocky Marciano.
But we didn't think the dragon was going to be defeated. We didn't think the Medusa was going to be defeated. At some point,
Mike Tyson.
Right.
Never thought Mike Tyson was going to lose. The Patriots.
We'll see. So I don't.
Rome.
That's right. Rome.
Right.
The U.S. Oh, did
American
I say
Revolution. The U.S. That's right. Hillary Clinton.
That's all these things were never supposed to happen.
It's all stunning.
And we all were found elsewhere. So don't call it a comeback.
We have a podcast.
Yes, we have a podcast.
things you never expect. All right.
So, couple of things real quick before we bring Vic on to do our hexcrawl.
And we will be doing random spell at some point, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yeah, that's a favorite of mine.
We'll
it's like I'm a listener.
That's right.
We'll be doing that, right?
There was a fix. You're exactly right, Carlos, for the red dragon. I don't know how that happened with the poison.
Carlos is he's upset about
Scarlet Rose.
Scarlet Rose.
That was a good one. That was good. Couple of things we announced last time. GROGTALK is official, October 9th through the 11th, in Orlando at the Days of Wyndham in celebrations. Not celebration, Kissimmee, which is just south of Orlando. We did it there last year. We're going to have, we've already invited Carlos, and he has graciously said he's going to come. We're going to talk to Vic.
And he'll be writing a module, too.
And he'll be writing a module.
He releases his modules at conventions.
That's right. So he'll be writing a module. So there'll be a contest for that. We'll talk to Vic in just a few minutes. And there's also a giveaway. Again, thanks to Vic, the Scourge. He printed out this lovely 3D rendering of the temple from Deities and Demigods.
That's great. Yeah, let's see.
Did such a good job of this. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Let's look at that. Amazing.
Very cool.
This is our giveaway. If you are
I'm sorry, because I was like, is it damaged? But it is.
No,
but meaning it's supposed to be. That's
right.
Nice attention to detail, Vic. Very impressive.
Right. There's little crumblings and everything else.
Yeah.
So this has cracks and everything else. This will be given away in the beginning of March. So if you are a patron before February 29th, because it is a leap year in 1980, just like it was in 2020.
Exactly right.
That if you're a patron, you will be have a chance to win this, and we will be happy to send it to you to make it part of your collection. So again, thank you, Vic. So we also have something exciting we launched yesterday, is the Grognard's Guild, the virtual Grognard's Guild, Grognard's Guild online. So, one of our missions that I think Dan and I have kind of really embraced is getting people to play First Edition wherever they're at. And so we built Dan and Ed built the meetup here in Florida. We have 300 people part of it. Sometimes people can't play because it's just not convenient. We want to start an online thing. And Brian Larch, one of our dear friends, who's a patron of ours, has stepped up and is going to be the first DM. We hope we will get as many DMs as there are, as many players. So we use Meetup to coordinate things. We posted on Meetup yesterday, and on the 15th, when we do our next event, next GROGTALK, he'll be on to talk about it.
That is great.
So we're super excited about that.
We are.
Because that's, getting people to play First Edition, I guess. it's still a challenge in some areas for folks. So if you want to DM info@grogcon.com or go to our meetup, Central Florida Grognards Guild, and see if there's virtual ones out there.
Can I see your pudding? Your pudding cup, please.
Yes.
What's the difference between James and me?
Yeah.
Right.
You just you're like a taste test. I need to get you a spittoon. Like when you're done, like you got to clean your palate. Me, I eat the pudding. I did do the giveaway. These must have a 10-second delay or something. I just did because Vic is chastised. Remember the temple steps, the altar giveaway. I just did it.
You just did it.
Right. We will have a new patron who just is coming on. Actually, we have 2 new patrons, but one already had a title. So we don't have to give him a title. We're very thankful for that. But we have a new patron. He hasn't. We'll get with him next time to give out his title.
No title.
No title. I'm sorry. Soon. See heraldry soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then, Swedish Challenge and iTunes reviews. If you like what we're doing, please do an iTunes review. That's always nice. Again, doesn't have to. It can be truthful. It can be nice. Whichever one you like to do. We're good either way. All right. Let's get Vic on here. Let's see how this shenanigans is going to work.
So for those of you who have not heard this before, we're doing a hex crawl through Greyhawk to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the release of the folio edition of Greyhawk.
People were saying
this court is so short.
That's what people were complaining about.
And
they were sympathetic to your needs.
They were. They saw me, struggling with the length of this court.
I like your chain short, so I can so I can keep you close. I don't have to worry about you.
So in honor of the 40th anniversary of the folio edition, we decided to do a hex crawl because although I used to go through Greyhawk, we didn't spend a lot of time really thinking about Greyhawk back in the day as opposed to just going through the adventures. And so I want to learn, and we've got people who are experts on Greyhawk. We're very fortunate that some of our friends are Greyhawk experts like Carlos Lysing and Vic Dorso, and they've agreed to help us with a hex crawl. And as we go through the hex crawl, we hopefully learn a little bit about each of the areas that we go to. We were in Safeton, and we have departed Safeton on the Wild Coast, which gives us street cred. We're from the Wild Coast.
Right.
Don't mess with us. And we're into the Woolly Bay. And Vic is going to be sort of our travel DM.
Yes, our travel DM.
And Carlos, our destination DM.
That's right.
Is the thought.
That's the plan. That's one of the thoughts. Good morning, sir. Hold on, I gotta flip you on.
Oh no, he's wearing that. Look at that. He's wearing a shirt. I know what that shirt says. Oh no, look at that. This is not good. He's wearing a Killer DM shirt in blood red.
That's redundant.
Blood cardinal. Cardinal red. All right, I got to get out my map here, the Woolly Bay. This map's about to fall apart. You get what you pay for. How's the weather in the Woolly Bay? Is it, Vic, is it...
Hold on a second. He's, gonna get him on. Boom, he's there.
Gentlemen. Let's see here.
Oh, wait, I did that.
It's Star Day. It's cloudy, and the winds are strong.
Sir.
The winds are strong. Good morning, Vic. Is Star Day the equivalent of Saturday?
Star Day is Saturday.
Oh, okay. Because I need to let you know, I don't on Sundays. I don't adventure on Sundays.
That's right.
It's a holy day. I don't adventure. I'm sorry, man. I don't,
As a traveler or whatever.
I'm very
Vic,
devout.
how are you?
Fine. Just fine.
Good.
All
All right.
right.
So we were told. Hold on. We have a couple of things.
Okay.
Vic pointed out. Now that we're playing, we cannot have any of these books out.
Oh, what was it? Gary said we'd be killed or something?
Yeah, killed instantly. Well, I can't look at the DM. That's the DMG. So we're putting the books, taking them off.
All right.
I'm taking mine off the table.
Wow. Okay.
So I only have the player's handbook out.
I have my character sheet.
Uh-oh. Where'd he go? He disappeared. Let's see. Did we hang up on him?
He's being strangled by the Empress Strangler.
He just kind of went bye-bye.
Well, we may have to move on.
Oh, we lost Vic.
So we've safely arrived at the city of Greyhawk. That's one way to avoid death.
So it sounded like you gotta love the live stuff, folks. So I don't know. He disappeared. We're going to try to get him back on. Perhaps we were so worried that... I don't know if it was on our side or not, but we were so terrified that he's going to kill us that we basically just turned him off.
Well,
all right, well, he's off.
Shall we move on to
spell
random
selection?
Let's do it.
Let's do spell selection.
All right, so we're rolling percentile die, right?
That's right. Welcome to live TV.
And magic user is what percentage? It's in the 70s, isn't it?
So Carlos goes, he's got some issues. Carlos, Vic will be on. Carlos like, do I have to run 2 sessions in a row? I said, no. He may have.
Is Carlos available?
He is. He's on.
What are you doing now, Carlos?
That's right.
Can you wing it? Let's see how good you are, buddy.
Yeah, both
you need an instant Woolly Bay adventure.
Well, and one thing he mentioned, I was, which by the way, some more announcements on the 17th, right? The 17th. I think it's the 17th, right? We are going to be on Castle Talk, which he mentioned, correct?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking
17th,
about.
yes. On 17th, we'll be on Carlos's Twitch channel, Castle Talk. And so, hold on.
Oh, man, he's back. We're going to die.
Let's see. All right, you there? Say something.
Oh, yes, I'm here.
All right, good. Okay. So just real quick, Vic, we're just doing final announcements. We're going to be on Carlos's show, Castle Talk, where we're going to be talking about running a bunch of topics, but particularly in a convention setting, running versus not running. And Castle Talk is a monthly event that Carlos has, and it's a great Twitch channel. We've watched a couple really. He's had Luke Gygax on, Jim Ward on, a bunch of people on, and then he's having us on.
Yes. What's wrong? Yeah, who?
Yeah.
It's the SAT. Which one doesn't belong?
Which one doesn't belong?
Right.
So we're looking forward to doing.
What I'm really upset about is he had Jim Ward on before us. That doesn't make any sense. Why would he be?
Actually, it makes perfect sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
It makes 100 times more sense than us. So.
All right, Vic. We will hand it over to you.
We're sorry about
our travel DM, our travel agent. the friendly travel agent. Yeah, Vic, we'd like to get to the free city of Greyhawk via boat. Can you help us out?
Well, he is.
Yes.
He is a freight genius.
The sloop. What did you name the sloop that you're riding in?
The turtle.
The turtle.
The turtle. Oh yes.
Very slow.
It's very slow, like us.
Oh, I'm not going there, gentlemen. I'm not going there.
Did you use the restroom before we
departed?
You didn't, did you?
I don't think so.
No, you just pee over the side.
Yeah,
okay.
Apparently.
It attracts sharks. It attracts dragon turtles.
All right, first day out with the sloop, the turtle. It's a cloudy day. The winds are pretty strong out of the south, and it's very uneventful. Everybody's on deck drinking their brew and everything else.
Uh-oh.
I think it's
Boating while intoxicated.
I love it.
Well, you know.
Autumn, our priest, has said, that's her as she worships.
Great. So we're
beer.
steering the boat. Is she our navigator?
No, but we are. We're the sea people.
But
you're not navigators.
Well, we have some idea of ships. We have no idea where we're going. We already went over that.
I've seen ships coming in.
Yes.
I've seen ships. Okay. I'm a fisherman, not a sailor, Jim.
Damn it. That's right.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Cloudy.
But throughout the day, the winds get stronger and stronger and stronger.
Okay.
And you notice to the south, thunderheads starting to develop, and they're huge. You know that you got an uneasy feeling, and the characters on the deck, they're not familiar with the weather, except for you guys are, and you got that feeling. All right?
That's another day on Woolly Bay.
Yeah.
This is not good. This is what we've seen before.
At least the wind
sister.
is from the south, though. It's pushing us north to Greyhawk.
Yes.
So you notice this, and you'll start lashing down everything on the deck because the seas are starting to swell. You got, you're doing the bob. You can make a roll if you want to see if you throw up or anything. But
what's a throw up?
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, of course, we love random. What do we roll?
What are we rolling?
Just roll a d20 against your constitution.
Oh, I love this.
I'm a 7.
16. I made it.
Oh no, I'm a 7. 9. All right.
I tie my sister down. Oh, I mean on the boat. Okay.
Yeah, your sister chums the water with her food.
That's some good fishing there, Mendy. I put my.
Do I lose a hit point?
No, you don't lose a hit point.
No,
You have 3 only.
But you look at your
That's
you
not
look
the
at your
test.
brother and you say, I gotta go on my special diet here and sort of more water than food and
Right. I got it. Yeah, less food. I'm nauseous. I feel terrible. I've been seasick before. It's awful.
That's how I
All
feel
right.
every day here. But that's good.
So throughout the night, the weather keeps getting worse and worse, and thunderstorms are starting to come in. It is bad. It is getting really bad. You've had to take down your sails for fear they're going to get ripped off, and you're lashing down everything. You're even lashing down your bodies. Well, guess what, gentlemen? Day 2, hurricane. 78-mile-an-hour winds. They're coming out. They're coming out for you, and the boats are swelling. I mean, all day you're in 20 to 30 meter seas. It's going up and down and everything else, and it's just a horrible experience.
Why are we out here?
And
Oh, that's
Dan,
Hey, who
Dan and
who
James,
picked water?
yeah, you're bailing water all day. I mean, literally, you guys are tied to the sides of the boat. You got ropes wrapped around you, and you're bailing water because this hurricane is blowing water into the sloop of yours. Thanks for Carlos for telling me it's a sloop. It's only 20 to 30 feet long. So, I mean, literally, you're going up mountains and coming back down. And, you guys can roll for your constitution against you if you puke.
Hey, you made
Hey,
it.
I'm getting better. Well, there's nothing.
I made it. There's nothing in there. You're on your
Exactly. I have dry heaves.
We've done this before. These storms are nothing. We'll be fine.
Right. Well, anyways, you guys.
Well, I'm trying to impress Marissa. That's all I care
Okay.
about.
She's tied down.
She's tied down. Oh yeah.
So are you, though.
Well, I can untie myself.
So,
Can I
so
select
you're
rope
going-
trick? Go ahead.
So when you're going about the day you're going up and down and up and down. And Dan, give me a D4 and a D12.
Which one's the D?
Uh,
Yeah, I got it. I'm not so good with the dice. All right, I have a 1 on the D4 and a 10 on the D12.
All right, just about sunset, the waves are just monstrous. And all of a sudden you hear the steel and wood ripping somewhere on the boat. And you can barely figure out what's going on. Which one of you is holding the rudder? Roll a D6. Let's see who's holding the rudder.
Hopefully
Well,
not me, because I have a 7 strength.
I would say I would, but I will
He
roll.
said
I'll-
roll a D6, buddy.
1 to 3 is me. It's you.
Mendy.
Mendy.
Mendy's got it.
Mendy's holding the rudder, and all of a sudden it just gets ripped right out from underneath you, and it's gone into the storm.
Are you
You're
sure? Because
now
I've got a 7
rudderless.
strength. I've got a 7 strength. Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, great.
It's ripped right out from underneath you, and it's gone. You're rudderless. Your
The
sails.
rudder is gone.
Apparently, this is not good.
You are floundering in the woolly bay now, at the mercy of this hurricane blowing you about. But at about midnight, it starts to die off. In the
good.
morning, it's raining lightly, and you have moderate winds. As you inspect the boat, you see whales swimming alongside you. It's sort of serene. Your life is,
See,
it
well,
isn't so bad.
I tell the parties, nothing to worry about here. We've been through this worse than this, Mendy. Why are you panicking again?
I'm not panicking. It's like a whale watching tour.
I mean, we've done this before. We go out, you throw up, we get fish, we come back. We need to fix the rudder.
Calm down.
Are you a thin
Stop
thing?
panicking. What's wrong with you?
You're the one who's panicking.
You're panicking.
You panic
You're
first.
a baby.
When we go back to Mom, when Vendra hears about this, she's going to be angry at you because I'm the favorite. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right, so all day you're sitting there bailing the water out, effecting repairs for what you can do. None of you is woodwright or anything like that, so you're just doing the basics to make sure you stay afloat.
Right.
And you're praying to be saved.
Oh.
Because
am I literally? Yes, that's right.
I'm not
Why,
praying.
I don't know why I didn't think of that.
I'm not praying to be saved.
I'm praying to Farlingen. Yes, I am praying to Farlingen. The deity of travel.
Well, right. Well, make your roll.
Oh, I like that. Thank you.
93.
93.
You're as far away from her as him as you can be. I would pray to Bocob the Uncaring, but I want him to be uncaring, so he's uncaring.
No, he's caring unless you make your roll. Wouldn't that be right? You got to make right.
You're saying he has a 90% chance of caring?
Yeah. So. Yes, because
he wants to be uncaring.
Exactly.
I don't think that works. He cares by us not caring.
Stop caring. I'll pray more, I swear.
Yes, I swear. I don't care.
I'm sorry.
That's right. I like that.
So the rest of that day, you're effecting repairs, and it's still raining and everything else, and so and the next morning, it's just another day of misery on the turtle. Now it is again light rain, and the winds are starting to pick up again. So you're having one of these days, and there's no land in sight. You're effecting repairs. And it's just one of those days where it's just, another day of misery. The winds are blowing, the swells and everything else. You're trying to keep it with your sails. You're trying to keep the bow into the wind so that you're riding up over the waves instead of them crashing over the side. It's just horrible.
Do we see any, obviously our boat has been damaged. We need to get to land. Is there any...
you see nothing.
Okay.
See no land.
So I know we're not navigators, but we have a general sense of east and west, right? Do we see the sun at this point, or any constellations?
Yes, you do, and you notice that you're moving south.
Oh, we don't want to move south.
And we have no control over this, obviously, right? We have no rudder. There's a
rudderless. All you have is your sails to sort of get you into it, so you go up over the waves. You cannot, tack along because of the size of the waves and everything else. You were basically, screwed.
Yeah, we don't want to go south and we don't want to go east.
Why do I get this bad feeling that Vic and Carlos have been talking in between sessions?
No, that can't be.
You don't think so?
That would not happen.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Carlos will confirm. We have not talked but one email.
Okay. Okay.
Very good. All right. Well, we're aware we're moving south.
Right. Well, in the morning.
This is the third day?
Gentlemen. D6.
D6.
Party D6.
5.
I got a 1.
That sounds like an initiative roll.
That does sound
or
like
a surprise roll.
Initiative roll.
Mendy, though. Yeah, Mendy's got
Good job.
Thank you. All right.
In the morning, as you're effecting repairs, bailing water, doing your chores around the boat, Dan, you're looking over the side of the boat,
Mendy,
and you see this creature with long wingspan going through the water underneath your boat, and it's turning an eye up towards you, and it's got this long neck, and it's longer than your sloop.
I scream.
Shut up.
Well, I say, what in Farligan is that?
And what in Farligan is it? It's a dinosaur. It's a plesiosaurus, and it reaches up and tries to grab you with its neck and misses. It hits the side of the boat, and it comes back down. It's trying to grab onto one of you as a snack.
Oh well, we talked to the other party members. Hopefully, they're going to do something.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm ducking.
I'm preparing my darts.
I am. So is this creature large enough that basically anywhere in the boat it could snatch you? Is there any way I could get some safety, like underneath a?
Well, you can go underneath the in the deck.
Oh, okay.
Get underneath the deck.
Yeah.
I'm going.
There's a crawl space down there you guys can get into, and
I'm following Marissa, who is a very attractive woman, and I don't want to look cowardly, so I pull out my very manly darts and start.
Oh, we didn't
throwing.
say what spells you memorized. Because light. Doesn't light, you can cast light in people's eyes, can't you?
I memorize sleep. That's why my name is Son.
Well, Marissa's smart enough to know that she ducks underneath the deck.
Oh, she goes.
Along with
I'm
everybody else.
Okay, then. Well,
they're getting underneath the deck because they know this creature. If it comes up again, it's going to snatch you off the deck.
Oh,
and you're
I'm going underneath.
Oh, okay, great.
When I see people moving, I move. Yeah. All
and
right,
of course, I
running.
tell her, I'm just here to protect all of you. You know, I'm trying as I push them all in. Well, really, actually pushing in faster than anyone else.
I
I'm
say,
a coward.
what's your name, brother? I can't remember.
Somnum.
I say, Somnum, save us. Kill that evil creature. Somnum.
It would be not fair for me to take all the glory. Shut up.
So you get in the cabin and you're huddled in there and you hear the creature bash the side of the boat a couple more times.
Kind of like the door here with the door.
Yes, we're experiencing this now. Okay.
Right. So so this happens for about 15 minutes and then it stops. What are you gonna do?
Go up there. Check out if it's gone. Somnum.
Look, I'm the only one who knows things on this boat. Does it really make sense for me to go? We should send Prairie out. He's small.
Is that the halfling?
Yes.
Prairie. Would you go, please? Go take a look around.
We'll tie a rope on him, so if he becomes bait, we'll try to pull him back.
Okay, that's a good idea. We'll tie a rope on him.
Roll a 6-sided die for me.
You roll the dice down.
3.
All right, I rolled a 2.
I don't know. Is that good?
I don't know.
What's Prairie's?
We don't have any of their stats. We just know that
we can randomly roll it. What do you want to know?
No, hold it. I think I got it here. Carlos gave me some information here. Let's see what Prairie's stats are. Lady Marissa and Prairie.
Future wife, or at least concubine of Sonam.
Yeah.
Well, at least I didn't say Mendy's future concubine or consort of.
You're already getting ready for our Valentine's special, aren't you?
I'm going to teach.
You hear a scream from on the deck, and nothing else.
Oh, pull the rope back.
We
pull the rope back.
You're going to need a
right,
bigger
you're
boat.
Pulling the rope back, and it's frayed at the end.
Oh.
How long did Carlos spend making that character? Poor Carlos.
Wait a minute. So, okay. Well, what do
Go
we do?
save him. Somnum.
Well,
dive in.
Well, Marissa and I said, do you want to try to save Prairie? I'm ready to go. Does she want to go up there with me?
Goes.
Oh, okay. She's not going to save any on the raft for me. Okay, well then I'm that's it. I'm not going out there.
I'm not going. Are you kidding me? Have you seen the rope? Have you seen this
right.
thing? All right, let's let the poor guy listen. It's probably fast.
Do we hear? I'd like to make a hear noise check. Do I hear?
Yes. Listen at
the boat.
At boat.
Yeah,
we'd like to do a listen at boat roll.
Yeah.
Roll.
Yeah, I don't hear anything. I just hear the slapping of the water.
10.
Yep. You hear the splashing of the waves.
Yeah, we don't hear anything.
No.
How long do you guys want to wait until you go back out on the deck?
Oh, I would say an hour at least.
Well, no. It's the opposite. He's had a snack. He's not hungry. In an hour, he'll be hungry again and come back.
Well, I like that.
Well, wait a second. What's the point of being on the deck? We're just randomly moving.
Right.
We're not navigating. We have no rudder.
Well, at some point we need to get up to see if there's land, because then we're gonna have to we gotta make a run for it, because the boat's never gonna get there unless
swim for it. You mean?
Right.
All right.
Well, we would we would try to row over.
All right. Let's wait. All right. We'll wait an hour.
Okay. We wait an hour. Yep.
All right, you wait an hour and you go back on top of the boat and you look around and there is no sign of Prairie. He's gone.
Not even like his cloak floating in the.
No.
Too bad he wasn't a gnome.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Close though. They're on good terms with gnomes, so that's something. All right. Do we see?
Throughout the day once again, the wind is picking up. It is getting stronger and stronger yet again. Thunderstorms, thunderclouds are on the horizon building, and you guys know you're in for it again. It's like you're in the arm of a hurricane. You're going to get hit again, and here it comes. So throughout the day, you see this, and at night, you know you're in the hurricane again. You're doing this. You're riding the mountains of the water. You're lashed to the deck, trying to steer yourself so you're not capsized or anything else.
Pray
Once again, roll.
to your God again. You and your God of direction and travel. How do we get a hurricane? We've never been in a hurricane twice.
Okay, you listen to me though. They say it's safer to be on the water, I believe, in a hurricane than on land. This is actually a pretty good. Fardigan knew exactly what he was doing. Fardigan's like, you got to get out.
This is the Forrest Gump defense, basically?
Yeah, Safeton is probably being leveled right now.
Yes. Okay.
Mom's probably dead.
Wow.
Right?
What about Bibi? And
gone.
Oh, Vivi's still here. So Vivi, the dog, is still with us.
We have Vivi. Oh, that's right. We have Vivi.
Yes, we do. We should have. Well, I was
thrown Vivi to the.
No, Prairie cares about a halfling.
Roll a Constitution check, gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
Gentlemen.
That's right.
I'm Mendy.
Well, we are gentlemen.
I'm female. 16. I only missed it by 9.
That's right. You only missed by 9.
All right, so you survive another day of puking your guts out.
Oh no! I failed it by 9.
Oh
yeah.
He survived. Right, I did puke. But I lived, is what he's saying. I didn't die.
Possibly.
I'm gonna get dehydrated at some point. All right.
Right.
I drink salt water. That'll help, won't it?
Please don't.
Yes. Your supplies are dwindling because you thought this was only going to be a 3-day trip up to Safeton. You're having to do a little fishing off the side with whatever you can. Your boat's battered and torn. Your sails are a little raggedy. And on the next day...
Oh, this is day 4. We lost... I'm trying to keep a journal.
Oh, you're on day 6 now.
Day 6. Oh, we were bare.
Wow.
Day 4
It's like the days. We've lost track of the days. That's how bad it is. What day is it?
Gone. Yeah, day 6.
Day 6. Miraculous, actually day 5. Sorry. Day 5. Miraculously, everything calms down. It's just cloudy. The winds are blowing, but it's not too bad. All night, it's sort of died down, and it's a good day. All right. You're able to effect some repairs, make a crude rudder out of the bunk in the cabin. You've sort of jerry-rigged it, and by robbing some rope and some spare wood together, and you've made this crude rudder, and it's very crude. You could, tacking or trying to do anything sailing is an effort.
It's a crowd.
Right? But it's a rudder. All right, day 6. You're sailing along, and roll a d6, Dan.
5.
All right, you see this bird-like creature flying towards your boat.
Oh.
Should we wave at it?
No.
We've been saved.
No, we don't wave at it. We
dive. We're here.
We dive into the thing.
Okay. We're going
under.
Well, but I want to just keep I want to poke my head out a little bit just to see if I can, spot what it is. Because maybe it's like there's some good things. What is it, like a hippogriff? Are they nice?
Would you know that?
No, I know.
You're gonna bet your life.
No, I actually
that?
don't know it.
Yeah.
This is perfect. I'm like, I have no idea.
No,
what does it look like? I want to kind of like.
I've become somewhat insane.
As it gets closer, Dan.
Yeah.
You could see the leathery wings of a dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming at you.
What can I spot the color of the dragon?
Currently, no. It's too far out.
I yelled down, "There's a dragon coming!"
You had me at something coming at me.
I don't know what color it is.
Okay. Just get in here, you fool!
All
You'll
right.
kill us all.
Okay, I'm getting in. It could no. It's gonna carry us away. I keep looking. I want to watch long enough to. Oh no! Look at that look. So for those of you who can't see, he's got that DM look. Like, is this fool really gonna do this? Is this? So I'm gonna keep I want to wait long enough that I can spot the color.
All right, you wait long enough to discern the color, and it's a metallic color.
I say, it's metallic. Does anyone down there know anything about metallic colored dragons?
No.
And do any of our NPCs know anything about a metallic colored dragon?
No, and yes.
Oh.
And the one called, oh God, what's her name? She's the one that sits there on the deck and drinks brew.
One you like.
Autumn. No, that's not one I like. She's the fat one. That's what I think.
I don't approve of that at all.
She's the portly one.
Well, she says it's most likely a good
Sonam
dragon.
is a jerk. He's the biggest jerk ever.
Oh, so now you're blaming it on your character. It's not me, it's my character.
I'm just playing
I'm
my
role
character.
playing.
Well, clearly I can't say anything about being fat. Hello, so.
Yeah, that pudding's gone. Look, now it's completely gone.
I was eating it. I may eat yours if
I'm
this
holding
show
on to my
keeps going.
pudding. You're the dude who ate that stale PB&J.
Exactly.
So
Give me that.
she says it's most likely a good dragon.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Good go. So immediately I become super brave and go, I will communicate with the dragon.
Fine. All right. That's all right. So yeah.
As you walk up onto the deck, this dragon of maybe 12 foot in length drops down onto the deck.
Whoa. Okay.
And of course you notice the boat go.
Right.
And it sort of moves itself to balance it and says, "May I rest here?"
I have my hands not on my darts.
You may.
Yes, dear. Oh, gracious, powerful dragon, you may. We would love your company. What is thy name, if we may so humbly beseech you?
What's your charisma?
Huh?
What's your charisma?
My charisma's pretty good.
It is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a roll.
Well, my comeliness is high because I rolled comeliness because this is the book that shall not be named. My charisma is okay.
12. That's not bad.
I got a 9.
I'm 11.
I got a 9.
It says, my name should not concern you.
Oh, very well. My name is Sonam.
I'm
Well,
Mendy.
Sonda, I have a piece of advice for you.
Yes, great Draco dragon. I have no idea what I'm saying.
They
I'm
like
just
flattery. We've learned this.
I'm trying to be
Flatter
flattered.
that dragon.
Yes.
Oh.
Great winged.
You are
For
so.
allowing you to rest here for the next few hours, I will give you a piece of advice.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Be wary of the riders of the storm.
That song's a great song. I didn't see the Doors. Jim Morrison was dead a long time. Riders of the Storm. Got it. And how will we know of them? Great worm.
Once the thunderstorms start, look into the storms, and it'll come. They will come for you.
How do we avoid the riders of the storm? Oh, metallic, shiny worm.
That's right.
Sail for the coast and hopefully you'll outrace them.
Well, our vessel is damaged, and we are basically just adrift here.
We are, your wormliness. We have no rudder. Somebody forgot to bring the spare rudder. Perhaps would it be an imposition to ask your aid, oh wormliness?
I have nothing that will be able to aid you in getting to the thing. Besides, I can point you in the right direction of where you need to go.
But how can we get there with no rudder, oh wise one?
You have a rudder.
That's right, the crudder. Oh, that's right. I forgot we have the crudder. The crude rudder.
The crude rudder.
That's right. We have the crudder. Okay, so which direction is the beautiful worm pointing us?
She's pointing to the east.
Wow, we've been.
Oh, the east.
That's crazy.
Why not to the north? We head to the free city of Greyhawk. Your wormliness.
You're closer to the coast.
I see. We have surely blown off course.
Yes. If you are going to Greyhawk, you are many leagues away.
Oh boy.
Yes, great worm. I did tell my sister this was folly to take a vessel this way, but she did not listen. But now we must suffer for her indolence.
Wrong map, Dan.
I could. This is maybe why we've gotten off track. Oh, I brought the wrong map.
Navigation is not your two guys' strong suit, along with geography. We have to get maps.
I'm a fisherwoman. But my understanding is that there's a desert and many giant ants and black puddings.
That's right.
In that desert.
If we go east.
There may well be, but at least you'll be safe from the riders of the storm.
Okay.
Very good. We thank thee.
Yes, thank you, my beautiful shiny worm.
Such resplendent in her metallic scales.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
You're simply gorgeous.
Yeah, we bootlick for the next 3
So,
hours. That's the only thing we're good at.
It curls itself around and goes for a sleep on your deck.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know?
Yeah.
And when it wakes up, it says,
Pick its pockets.
"Good day, gentlemen and ladies." It flies away to the east.
Don't leave us.
Yeah, actually,
Take me.
The wind probably pushed us west.
That's right.
Oh, that wind, yes. Come
That's
back.
right. Take me. No, I don't.
Oh, yeah, we
I'm
should
jumping
have just
for
gotten
myself.
on the back. We should have just wanted sleeping.
I know.
It's too small to get on the back.
It's 12 feet's pretty small.
Okay.
Well, I didn't care about the rest of them. Did I say that? I'm neutral. I don't care.
All right. Head east, Johnny.
We have to head east.
We head east with our crutter.
All right, so you get up there and you're holding the rudder and crudely trying to tack to the east, but you can see on the horizon that thunderstorms are billowing.
Yeah.
Riders of the storm.
Into this world we're born. So.
So roll me a D4, D12, James.
Okay. Here's the D12, 2, the D4, 1.
Oh.
That sounds promising.
That doesn't sound promising at all, because the next morning at about 10 a.m., you're sitting there, you're watching the thunderstorms. They start to come in, and in the front of the thunderstorm, you see a ship with full sails. It's a war galley. And Dan, with your keen eyesight, you could see men crawling over the deck in rags. But it's sort of misty. You can't, it's there, but it's a ghost ship.
Okay. Well, can we see the shore at this point?
No, you cannot.
Oh, well, then we
because
can't.
Nobody's claimed the mast and taken a look.
So it's not that close where we could swim. It's obviously not that. It's not that close that we could fly over there.
You could probably swim. Go ahead. Start swimming.
Well, as soon as if they.
It's about 4 miles out. This ghost ship is coming at you.
Well, we'll climb the mast to see if we can see land. Because if not,
we could. Do you think? Can a cleric turn a ghost ship?
I don't know. Can he turn the entire? Can she turn the entire ghost ship?
Is that as a ghost ship?
Yeah, I would say it's special, right?
It's worth a roll.
So, is our sails up or not up? That's the part I guess I don't understand.
You have put your sails up,
okay.
But like I said, you're crudely tacking into the wind to try to get to where you got to go.
Right. Well, we're going to keep going that way, and then when the ship is about 100 yards, we'll have to decide what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. So we're going to try to keep moving east as the Draco told us to. See?
Right. Well, after about an hour, the ghost ship gets close enough to you, and you can see on the deck it's crawling with zombies.
Oh, I guess my sleep spell's not going to work on this.
And at the helm, you see a skeletal creature with a crown on it and glowing red eyes. Oh. And it's starting to turn towards you. And what's your name?
Would we know this legend of the Riders of the Storm?
Oh yes, you do. The name of the ship is what? Oh, I wrote it down here and I can't find it. Dang it.
The turtle.
No, it isn't the turtle. Its name is. Hold on 1 second here. I wrote it down. Jeannie and I were going through this last night.
was there a lot of laughing?
That's never good. That's never good.
No, you want Jeannie there. She moderates Vic. I think a little. Vic alone.
It's the Reine de Mer. The Reine de la Mer.
Reine de la Mer.
Yes.
Something of the sea.
And it's coming right at us. They seem to spot us?
Right. It looks like they're going to board you. You see the zombies, ropes and stuff. And you're hold on 1 second here. I got to find that name because Carlos sent me 7 pages or 8 pages of information here.
Yeah, he's
So-
not messing around.
No, he doesn't.
That's why he's on. He's making sure Vic is, comports with the
So
storyline.
while
Two sitting there going, she finally looks up from her mug and goes, "Oh crap," and she drops her mug. I mean, you've not seen her drop her mug the entire time she's been on your boat.
I've
She
tried to make her
drops
drop
her
her mug a couple of times.
And
but-
all of a sudden, you see her starting to do this number. She starts to conjure something, and all of a sudden you get washed with this feeling that's like, oh, it bolsters you a little bit. But then she starts again. And you guys notice, if you're looking in the front of the boat, there's a hole developing. And she keeps doing this. Just as the first hooks of the zombies are getting thrown onto your gunwales and stuff like that, they're trying to pull you closer so they can board your boat. This hole develops, and it's rainbows and everything else, and it's and your boat starts to get sucked into this thing, and all of a sudden, D100, what both of you?
What is that? What is
hold
that?
on. I have a 0. I have to re-roll this, right? Because that would be right, but we're not going to do that, right?
So for those of you that aren't
So
watching, it was a 0-0
It was
on
a
the
0-0,
percentile,
but
and
it
a
was
0-8 cock.
It was 0-8 cock. So I'm going to re-roll
All
the
right.
0.
All right.
Hold on. No, 0, 1.
1.
I rolled a 1
for Son, and I got a 53.
Yes. So I don't know
What?
if 0. I don't know if 0-0 was good or
Either
0-1.
awesome or terrible.
Well, gentlemen, get out your Greyhawk map. Go to number 1 and count 53 over. So let's see, 26.
Oh, we've
Whoa.
teleported somewhere. We've gone to another mystical place.
Wait, okay, what did he say? Go to
Did you pull out the wrong map again? No, you got the right map.
number 1.
Number 1.
Wait, what?
Number 1 this way. Which
Wait.
number 1? I'm sorry. Because our map starts with A. Oh, you're on the.
Oh, I starts with 38.
Yeah.
38.
So we have to go on the other map.
Oh. Wow.
So one's a letter,
What
one's
the-
numbers. Vic, which one should we start?
You are on B301.
B3.
Hold Stone Fist. Go
Oh,
north of Stone Fist
B3
to
is-
hold the stone.
So we're
B3
back
is over
on?
here. We're back on that one.
Oh, wait, well, so hang on. So we're getting a lesson
You
in...
got the right one.
Oh, I do?
Okay.
Okay.
So we're getting a lesson in how to read. So I would
Right.
like to learn this because I don't know anything about this. So
All right.
you obviously, there are
Look,
coordinates.
over to the right. Look to your right.
Okay, so it starts on 1.
There's 1.
All right, now the 53rd hex over is
53rd?
B3.
Oh.
B3.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
Yeah.
You're now
What-
there. Your
that-
ship has magically been transported from the Woolly Bay to the hold of the seas outside of
Oh.
the Stone Fist.
Yeah, we actually
Oh.
don't know that.
This is we don't know this, but would it be very
Freezing.
cold?
Yes.
Yes, you can see ice floes floating around your boat where
Oh.
you come out.
Oh, maybe we'll get to have vanilla pudding next time.
That's right. Icy pudding.
Icy pudding, white pudding. Oh, this is very interesting. So wait a second. Is it just our boat that has been transported?
Or is it? Yeah. Is
Or
the,
are we still in the ghost ship?
Or the Ren de la Mars with us?
The ghost ship, somehow the lines have been cut, and it's just you, your companions on your ship, and them floating in the sea of ice, the icy seas.
Oh, so
Do we see?
Ice,
Go ahead.
ice floes are floating around you.
Do we see land?
Do you see land? Roll me a d6.
6.
I will roll you do.
Excellent. Well, we
This
start
worked
moving.
well.
And
It seems about 15 miles to the south of you.
we start trying to travail towards that. as
Yes,
best
we
can.
head the crutter toward.
Yes, hit the
South.
crutter. And in the meantime, the rest of the party take out their 10-foot poles, and we're going to try to, if we see an ice thing, we're not going to try to ram into it.
You know what? Oh, right, the Titanic problem.
Yeah, we don't want the Titanic problem.
Yes.
I mean, we're a skiff. We
if
shouldn't
people
smash
have
into
10-foot poles, I do not have one.
All right. 7 hours later,
Oh, very good work.
you finally make landfall.
7 hours later. Okay.
All right.
Okay, we made landfall. 10
But
foot.
you don't know where you're at.
No,
We
I
don't.
don't.
We have no idea.
All you see is this icy shore with icebergs crammed up against it, and gravelly rock, and these strange little birds with white markings and little flippers, and they go into the water and they go around. You see seals that you've never seen before. They're got these big long tusks and stuff like that. These are animals that are completely out of your element, coming from the south of Greyhawk.
Sure, we've never seen them. Well, in the meantime, while they're assessing it, I'm starting to get cold, so I will, while they're paying attention to the birds, I will open the box and don the cloak on that we were given by Darius, our friend back in Safeton.
Okay. It warms you a little, but not so much.
Yeah, it's the black cloak with silver moons on it. I have no idea what it does, but we were given to it. It had some significance. Corvus, our friend, gave it to us. So
right.
I'm
warms,
putting it,
but
putting
not
it on.
much. The rest of you are shivering pretty well by now because of the spray from the ocean and everything else that's happening.
Right. Yeah. So we pull the boat ashore, and we see obviously nothing. It's just a barren wasteland.
And Vic, if I can ask you, because one E is often about resource management, and I know you said they were doing some fishing, but how much of rations should we be down? I have 2 weeks. I started this voyage with 2 weeks of standard rations, so I want to make sure there's not an urgent.
You're down to less than a week because some of it got wet in the hurricane.
Okay, so let's say maybe 6 days of rations.
Let's roll a D6 and I'll tell you how many you got left.
Uh-oh. 2.
So I have 2 days as well.
So we have 2 days of rations. Okay, so we're going to need food soon.
But we can fish. And
we can fish, that's true.
And we're going to...
With what?
You could kill those little birds, like Shackleton, and kill the little birds, or maybe kill one of these tusked seals or whatever they are.
Yeah, we'll probably seal kill us, but that's okay. I talked to Marissa and Autumn and say their only hope we have is to break the boat apart and make some type of shelter out here, get some rest. It will be cold, so you two will have to sleep next to me, and my sister will stand guard.
James.
Yes.
Make a D6, please.
Yeah. 2. Probably got surprised.
Marissa slaps your face hard. Take a point of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And I say,
for even suggesting that, she just slaps you down. You're just like, oh damn.
It's a little early for that, but I understand.
I'm sure she'll warm up to you.
My cold body when she kills me.
Is there any place that we see? So what do we see in the distance? Is there any place for shelter? Do we see anything, or is it just a barren wasteland?
See corpses of trees. You see some. You see some bushes that along the shore. They're very hardy bushes, but otherwise it's all long grass and stuff like that.
All right,
salt tolerant grasses and.
Well, we tried to. If it's going to be super cold, we're going to try to build a shelter and start a fire, since we have.
Shall we head to this? You want to head to the woods?
Yes, we should. Well, to the outskirts of the woods, absolutely.
All right, we'll head toward the copse of.
We take
woods.
whatever materials from the boat that's travelable, and apparently the idea of cuddling is not on the table at this point.
Oh, and the turtle. So we're giving up the turtle.
Yeah,
here endeth the turtle.
Yeah, the turtle's pretty screwed anyway. So
the turtle's almost as bad as the halfling. Not as bad.
Yes, Yes, there was a question. Does anyone have a tinderbox? I do have a tinderbox, and you can confirm that it's on my list of items. Is that?
Yes, and I have a tinderbox.
That's right.
It's confirmed in my box of items. I'm going to pray.
Right.
Okay.
So 400 yards away, you find this. You go to the corpse of trees. You crawl. You get into the trees, and it's it's about 30 by 20 large. So you can get in there and maybe get some deadfall, but it's all coniferous trees. It's all pine trees and stuff. So you can get in there and sort of make yourself a little hovel. You don't have any encounters inside the trees besides maybe a squirrel or two that's pissed off at you, chittering at you because you've invaded its home.
We can't
We have no gnomes.
No gnomes.
See? Never travel without a gnome. Never do an outdoor adventure without a gnome.
Never do a land war in Asia. Never do a
Exactly.
I gotcha. Very good.
Not necessarily in that order.
Right.
Right.
So for the rest of the day, you guys are borrowing equipment from the turtle, bringing it inside this corpse of trees, and you're setting up a camp and clearing away some pine needles and stuff like that, making beds, la da 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 da. Next day.
So all we know is it's icy cold. That's all we know at this point.
That's all you know. Next day, what do you do?
Well, we have
Let's memorize spells, and I'm praying to Farligan for wisdom, and I'm memorizing. I got light, spider climb, message read. I'm going to spider climb. I'm going to memorize spider climb.
That's incredible.
Right.
I'll continue with sleep.
Okay.
In fact, before the end of the day, we probably should have slept some of the birds and ate them, but apparently you'd be mad about me doing that, so I won't do that.
Why? About the birds?
Huh?
Killing birds?
Yeah, I don't know if you're a pro bird or not.
I'm not a gnome.
Okay, you don't.
No, I don't care.
All right. Well, if they're small birds and they're not going to attack me, I'll try to sleep some of them.
All right, so you use use your sleep spell on the colony of penguins.
Okay. Yeah.
And you've managed to knock out 20 of them.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm not crazy. Right. I want to live.
Right. So we take a few of them, not any more than we need to eat and make penguin stew and that kind of stuff.
Well, the good news is they'll probably keep in the cold weather, don't you think? I mean, it's not going to rot.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's not freezing, gentlemen, but
it's just cold.
At night it does get that cold, but during the day it warms up. Okay. You're right at that, you're right at
Minnesota.
That. Yeah.
Right. It's where Vic lives.
That's right. He's very familiar with this terrain. He's like, I've moved you to my country.
I live it.
Wonderful.
All right, so you're huddling yourself. You're trying to fashion clothes out of the sails on what you've got. You've robbed everything you possibly could off the boat that besides wood that you can continue to burn. But you've got pine needles and everything else that you're able to burn and twigs and stuff like that from this corpse of trees. What do you do for the rest of the day?
Well, I think we've now ascertained somewhat the direction we assume. We actually don't have no idea based on is it more sunny now? I assume because we're in the north regions, we would know that. But if it's not super cold, then the sun is out more hours than we had where we were. So we're deducing that we are in the northern areas.
Well, I would think we would deduce that.
Right.
So head south.
So we know we're going to head south. We've seen the sun of Earth rise and set. We're going to head south.
Right.
Agreed.
Okay.
Once we provision enough things, we have, and I don't know if Marissa, in between slapping me, if she's a tracker, if she has any sense of tracking, does she sense any, or do we see any, where beasts travel south or something, anywhere that we have some idea of tracks or trails?
All right, Marissa she does not have those abilities.
Okay.
So, but Marissa looks at you and goes, "Yeah, this is not good." Let me see here. Hold on one second, gentlemen, while I use my computer here to tell you what the weather is like here in lovely Greyhawk, where you're at.
I like the weather we have now. I really don't want new weather. This is
right.
Can only
After
go
the
downhill.
hurricane.
It can only go downhill from here.
Right.
Right. And the weather is, let's see here.
38 degrees below zero. Winds 400 miles an hour. exposure
Yes.
to frostbite, 5 minutes.
Yes. Make a save versus death versus I guess it'd be like a save versus dragon's breath kind of thing or something.
Yes, I think you're right.
Oh, you guys are so negative. You're so negative.
I'm
We're not
not.
negative.
I'm hard-hearted, brave, driven.
I'm just normal.
This is very
brave.
excited. I'm very exciting. We wanted to see new places.
We
Look,
did.
this is fascinating. Look at these strange creatures we're eating.
You're delusional. That's right. You have penguin
Yes.
guts all over.
This
You're
is
like
fascinating.
Go-delicious.
I am like well, listen, because go delicious. That's what you have to
Right.
do to survive.
Right.
That's
That's
It's
right.
the 7th day, so it's 36 degrees outside. It's
Wow.
clear.
Oh.
The winds are strong from the east.
That's okay. That's not so bad.
Well, we break camp and we agree that heading south.
Heading south.
is where we need to go.
We need to be south. Yeah.
We will continue south until
Okay.
we have no idea where we're going, but we need to get
Alright.
warmer.
We'll just
Let me grab some dice here.
And I pray that my God will continue to be uncaring, and you pray to whatever nonsense you deal with.
the far
Oh,
again is
oh,
important.
oh, oh. Dan. D6.
4.
Fiend Folio. All right. Just so happens I have mine.
Poor fox.
Horfox.
Those things are nasty. That was an
Bloodhawks.
incomprehensible
If they're
death.
Bloodhawks, we're running.
It's done. Oh, the horror fox. Didn't that kill us an incomprehensible death with Carlos?
did.
Those things are pretty
Well, the
nasty.
Scarecrow killed us.
And a horror fox, too, I think.
I think so. Yes, the Horfox did kill us.
Yeah, Scarecrow would be kind of weird out here.
Arctic
All right,
Scarecrow.
D100, Dan.
Oh, I hope it's a white pudding.
D100.
Because I'd really want to eat vanilla pudding next week. 84.
Mmm.
I move at 12. Did I mention I move
Not
at 12?
You
All
run
right.
at 12.
Not good. All
So
right.
just describe it. No,
You hear a disembodied voice in this. Not good. Uh-oh. That's not good.
my last words. Not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I had that halfling to throw at it.
That's right. I was stuck.
We have 2 more, don't we?
We have 3 more.
Carlos is rolling up new characters now.
This is how I run it with my group. Roll a percentage die, Dan.
Okay. So I'm to be blamed.
Mhm.
47.
Okay. I just need to turn to the right page.
No, it's a frost man.
Oh, the Frost or Pseudo Undead.
Can they be in this climb?
I think so.
Roll a D4.
Yeah, it's first edition. I'm rolling. 4.
Not good.
Well, the dice don't lie. It's meant to be.
Right.
Okay.
Did you do number of appearing? That's probably what you just rolled?
Oh, I think that's percentile would be that, wouldn't it?
Wrong. Wrong.
Maybe it's a Frostman village.
I don't care what it is.
Let's see here.
White dragon would be nice.
Do we get surprised?
What do I want to
Distance.
do?
You got to roll distance. He has to roll distance.
right, we gotta see how
You got to
close
roll
they are.
distance.
All right. On the horizon,
Ah, I have to go the other way.
roll a D6, please.
D6.
You want to roll this?
Sure. I can. 6.
I rolled a 5. Just so you know.
Okay.
Not that you're rooting against us.
I rolled the 6.
All right. Roll the 5. On the horizon, about 1,000 yards out. Lucky you. You see 4 creatures ambling along. And Marissa says, tigers.
Oh well,
And
we.
she starts running.
Yeah, I thought we.
Wait, can we climb a tree? Oh wait, how'd this work in The Hobbit? The eagles came. We climb a tree and eagles will save
Right.
us.
Well, I'm running and looking for something to climb.
Yeah, a tree. I'm gonna get back to the tree.
Yeah. I don't know how far
That's
away.
too far away.
Oh.
100 yards away, there's a corpse of trees that you can go into. It is a corpse of trees, measures 10 feet by 10 feet. It's just a small little area.
Yeah, well,
And you're going to start running for the trees.
Yeah, I mean if there's trees there, I don't care how small it is,
All
as long as
right.
I have a tree.
yeah,
Roll a percentage die to see if they're climbable.
0, 0. I rolled
Oh, they are climbable.
They're like the most climbable trees of all time. Wait, no, I thought you were praying to your deity on that one, weren't you?
No, I was not.
He doesn't care.
He really don't care. He's like, you're dead to me.
The trees disappear.
So the four of you with your heavy packs are running as fast as you can to these trees.
And go ahead. I'm sorry.
So these four tigers are starting to run after you. One of it's bigger than the other ones, and they're starting to run towards you because they're seeing you go to the trees. Roll a dexterity check, climb some trees, gentlemen.
Oh boy.
And if I have to drop my rations, I would certainly try to do that.
So to speak. You're dropping your rations, all right. You've already dropped your rations.
I'm sorry. What'd you want us to roll?
Dexterity check.
You don't make it. Apparently you're not climbing that tree.
Well then I will be playing dumbbell.
And I'm gonna have to watch this. My brother be eaten.
6.
He makes it.
I make it.
9. We both made it.
Yay.
I'm a 13 dex. Somebody else not make it?
Marissa makes it.
We want someone
the
not
other
to
one
make
make it. You all make it, and you go up in the tree, and you try to get there as high as you can, and you see these Siberian type tigers come up, and they're trying to climb the tree, and they're scratching at you and everything else, and trying to pull you down with their claws.
Should you feed them penguins?
Yes.
Don't feed cats, right?
Yes.
Do you feed cats or don't feed cats? Throw them a penguin.
That's right. Throw him a penguin. We're like, there's dead penguins back over there.
Can we talk? I don't know. They don't
try for, let's say, they try for about 4 hours. You guys are hanging in this tree.
Doesn't James need to roll to see if he falls?
Why about you?
Because I thought of it.
Well, you guys are smart enough. After a little while, and your hands and your arms are getting pretty tired, that you start taking some of the rope that you've got and start lashing.
Oh yeah, we do that.
That's right.
But after that time period, the cats go away, but the night is falling, so you're gonna have to camp for the night again.
Oh my
God. This is actually a good place to probably stop it right here so that we can get ready for gym. So let's recap. We started our epic adventure to go to Greyhawk.
Everyone's cheering us.
Everyone is cheering us.
We will be back heroes.
We will be back heroes. And we were attacked by some dinosaur creature. Some mystery creature took our poor prairie, our dear companion.
Right. And part of our row.
We've been through 2 hurricanes back to back. Then a ship of those who returned from the sea came to attack us. We were fortunate to go somewhere. We're in a strange, cold land, and we're in a tree because tigers are about to attack us.
And we're eating penguin. It's gone well.
It's gone.
But I haven't lost any hit points.
But
You've lost a hit point.
Through physical contact with a beautiful woman.
It doesn't really matter how it happens.
Well, you've got it back by now, James. I mean, come on, it's been a day. So
that's right. In fact, I'm ready for more now. That's right. So that's
you're
it.
ready for more again? Okay, let's see here.
No, she's in another tree. I should have climbed up with hers, but I assumed the trees were too thin.
I said she didn't climb up in the same tree with you.
Well, that's true. I ran first because I think she's in some kind of armor, and I'm in no armor, so I can run.
You didn't help her up?
No. I have normal bravery.
What a gentleman, James. What a gentleman.
No, I'm a dirtbag.
All right, so we're in a cold climb. So we'll be learning. I mean, now, I know we don't know that, but for now, metagaming.
Right, for metagaming.
Right? So we are obviously, is this where I want to be? No.
No, you're
wrong map.
It's just painful.
It is painful. Well, how am I supposed to know?
And you are cold. You are definitely freezing, gentlemen.
Okay. So we were transported to, it sounds like the icy sea.
The hold of the stone fist.
Right. So
we're somewhere up here. Well,
that's right. We were B1.
B3.
B3.
We're right here.
You're about at B3 right now.
I got it.
We're right there.
B3, number 3. Go across, all the way across here. Number 3, B3. So go third. So the third one down.
So we don't know that this is here. We just know we're here at the.
Well, we're heading south. Right. We're heading south. So we don't know what's happening, but maybe eventually we will come to civilization.
Yeah. Well, that's very unlikely. It's very likely because there ain't a whole lot. Well, it'll be up to him because that's the beauty of random hexes. We may there may be a citadel we pop up to. There may be tigers. Could be another dragon. Oh, I forgot we ran into a dragon, metallic dragon,
Right.
as opposed to a chromatic dragon.
We didn't give us a name. We didn't get a name, but
it shall be nameless. So, well, excellent. And Vic, while we still have you on, we did announce before you coming on that GrogCon 2020 is October 9th through the 11th. And I know we've talked about it, but we would love to introduce or to let people know. Are you planning to attend this year?
Yes, I will be down there, gentlemen.
Okay,
great news.
This is great news. So, Vic Dorso is coming to DM. Are you going to create an adventure, or are you going to use one of the adventures that you have? Do you have any thoughts on that at this point, or is it too early to tell?
You know what? I've got one now that I'm developing called the Monasterium Task Set.
Okay.
But I've got some others in the works, and we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll make the Gnome Highway to Hell or something.
That's a great band. That was a great album. Gnome
that
Highway
was
to Hell.
the Gnome Highway to Hell
From the Pseudo Undead. Well, thank you again for taking our invitation and coming down. We had a great time last year, and I'm sure the Strangler and the Scourge coming really, we had a fun playing Paranoia, and we'll do that again. So October 9th through the 11th here at GrogCon. Vic and Jeannie will be down again, so that's very exciting news. Thank you so much for joining us again. It'll be a lot of fun. And,
no problem.
Like I said, we will see you next time for more hex crawling goodness.
Yep. Thank you, Vic.
We'll find
It's
out.
either me or Carlos. I'll consult with Mr. Carlos and see what he wants to do. If he wants to take over for a little while and have some fun with you, and we can switch back and forth and sort of create this epic adventure together and see what we're going to do.
Yeah, and actually, we announced our new Grognard's Guild Online, and Brian, our first DM, thought we may introduce him on the 15th. Perhaps maybe he could take it over, since people could get used to his DM style. Kind of have a round robin DMs.
That'd be great.
So we get, this way you don't have to do it every 2 weeks. And so I'll get with him and see if he's interested, and then Vic can talk to him, and they can just have fun at our expense, which seems to be what everyone's about.
Exactly.
How not to play D&D.
That's right. See now you got to adventure with me. How do you feel? It was fun when you were the DM, and I kept getting hit by.
So far, we're fine.
That's true.
The biggest difference is we have still two drones to send out, probes, like in Star Trek. You send the probe out first.
Right.
Well, actually, we have 3. We have the dog, and technically, I have 4.
Oh, that's right, the dog.
I have you.
That's true. That's true. Hey, I'm doing fine.
All right, hey Vic, say hello to Jeannie and say hello to everyone up there. I'm looking forward. That was great. I really appreciate it. That was super epic, and we will see you hopefully real soon.
Thanks.
All right.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, awesome. All right, let's see. Cool. That call was pretty good, I guess. Let's see. Excellent. Well, again, hopefully. So let's do spell selection.
Let's do it. Yep. Okay, so spell selection. This is our segment where we randomly roll a spell, and then we talk about it, so we can get more educated about spells that maybe we haven't used before. And magic user is, we use the random spell from the scroll, whether it's a magic user or a clerical spell, and an 8. That sounds like a magic user spell. Would that be right?
Yes. Is that your first roll?
Yeah.
Yep, now 10% chance it's a illusionist spell.
90.
Oh, just so close.
Oh, I always do, and I do 10%.
No, it's 10%. It's low.
Oh, I see. Oh, 91 and higher. 91 would have been.
No, it actually doesn't say that. It says clerical 71.
So usually, when you said 10, I usually then.
Yeah, you're right. It should be 0 to 10.
All right.
It was just
okay. Now I know there's 9 levels.
So we want.
I'm learning.
We want a 7.
There's 9 levels, right?
That's not a 7.
That's a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're talking. I like that. See, I like it.
First level spells.
Well, I'm a first
to the right.
We're both first level magic users, so this is good. We'll learn about a spell that perhaps we will have. A third. Wow, 30. And guess what?
30. You have a 30-sided dice.
Yep. All right, I'm going to roll a 30-sided die. It's a 9 feather fall. Now, this is a spell that's pretty common. People know this spell pretty well. So I don't know that we're going to do a ton of learning, but you never know until you actually read the spell. So the spell is feather falling. That's pretty useful first level. It's not sleep. I get it. It's not web. Or is web second level?
You know, it's what page is it on, Dan?
It is on page 66 of the player's handbook. It's a level 1 spell. It has verbal and material. You know, there's no somatic
Interesting.
requirements.
I wonder how many spells are like that have no somatic. I mean, and still have material.
Hold Portal is only verbal, but we're not talking about Hold Portal.
Right. Well, I'm saying normally it's VS or just V, not VM.
Oh,
I'm
I
curious
see.
how many VMs there are.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Okay, so when this spell is cast, the
because the idea of no somatic, but you still have material components, small feather or a piece of down somewhere on the person. So that's basically what it is. You can just basically enunciate and fall. Okay.
I got it. So in other words, you're not doing anything with the spell components really.
Right. It just has to be on your person.
A small feather or a piece of down. Oh, so what you should do is you should have like a down. Oh, so you just keep it.
Right.
So that's kind of nice. So you have like a down pillow.
Yep.
In your backpack. Is that on your person?
So I guess
it depends on your DM.
Right.
You have a nice
I would
DM.
say it's on your person.
So, okay. So when this spell is cast, the creature or object affected immediately assumes the mass of a feathery piece of down.
Right.
I did not know that. I just assumed it magically sort of allows you to float, but you actually assume the mass of a feathery piece of down.
That's interesting.
Because what other effects does that have on you?
Well, and that's because basically I know a lot. So, for instance, if that truly is the case, you would be more difficult to, like with flying or levitation, you could shoot, throw something. Here, it'd be hard because you basically be this wind.
You're like a feather.
Right.
Wait, does that mean if a wind, a gust of, well, I guess, let me keep reading.
Yes, you should probably read it.
Probably talks about these things. Rate of falling is thus instantly changed to mere constant 2 foot per second or 12 feet per segment, and no damage is incurred when landing when the spell is in effect. However, when the spell duration ceases, normal rate of fall occurs. The spell can be cast upon the magic user or some other creature or object up to the maximum range of 10 feet per level of experience. So that's interesting. I never thought about it. So if you need to toss an item, you want to throw an item, I don't know why you would, but stuff happens. So you can cast it on an object.
Right.
I didn't know that. I never thought about that. The spell can be cast upon the magic of some other creature or object up to the maximum range of 10 feet per level of experience. Spellcaster, it lasts for 1 segment for each level of the magic user. Well, that's not very good.
Yeah, 6 seconds.
Oh, that's awful.
Right.
Oh my. So at first level, yeah, if it's any fall of any note, because usually, so feather fall at first level is really like, I have a really, why would you use it? You're not going to cast it while you're falling.
Yes, you can.
Well, I mean, I guess you can, but
because look at the casting.
Oh, do you cast it right at the? Oh, you cast it right at the end. So let's say there's a huge cliff, and I fall over. I need to time the casting quite well, don't I?
Right.
1/10. Wow, is this the only one that is so quick? 1/10 of a segment.
So it's 0.6 seconds.
So you really got to wait though, to right before you hit. You got to have nerves of steel.
Right.
So many of magic first level magic users have died by casting Featherfall too soon after they fall off the cliff.
Probably.
Okay.
That's what makes it very difficult, and how your DM is going to adjudicate that, because many DMs require you to, if you're doing this in combat, you have to declare what spell you're going to do, which would be problematic to do in this case. I'm declaring I'm going to cast Featherfall. Well, typically you're not supposed to move at that point. Well, clearly, but there's no somatic component. So can you move and do that?
Oh, explain it to me. I'm sorry. So I got
the way we've interpreted combat.
Yeah.
Everyone's supposed to declare what actions they're going to do
at the beginning of the round. Right. I'm preparing this spell.
Right. This very clearly seems to be something you're doing almost as a reaction to something.
That's right.
Happening. So this may not be very useful in combat. Unless your DM's going to be nice.
Yeah, that is interesting. That is true, because you should be able to change. We know that the casting time includes grabbing your material spell components. Here you don't even have to grab them.
Right.
So it seems like you should be able to change. If you have a 1-segment spell, why wouldn't you be able to change during combat your spell?
Well, that's in this case, that would be interesting, because as you continue to read, it will it doesn't affect a sword blow or a charging creature, but it will affect a missile. So this could be a very effective, like a giant's throwing a boulder at you.
Oh.
You could cast it against it, and it would sink down.
Oh, that's right. Now that's very clever. Oh, I like that.
But how would you'd have to
No,
you'd have to be very very flexible as a DM to do that. In that case, it'd probably be like, okay, I know the giant's going to throw a boulder. I'm going to prepare Featherfall, and when he throws it, I'm going to cast a spell, and it's going to obviously adjust. It becomes light as a feather, starts sinking, as opposed to.
Oh, this is very interesting. I think if I'm the DM, I'm letting you make that change because it's the rule of. I mean, that's you take by the declare action, and I get it. You're supposed to declare action, right? Which I think normally declare action is most important for Magic, right? They say declare action.
You have to
with
because
spells,
right? Exactly.
And I think it's in the DMG somewhere, doesn't it?
Yes.
Talk about declaring action.
Yes. And if you don't, you get delayed and you do nothing, and that's a bad move. It says.
It just seems to me that really does run into conflict with the point of Featherfall.
Right.
I would let you change it. I would do that because that's cool. I mean, you're a first level magic user. The big boulder's coming at you, and you cast a Featherfall.
But you have bigger. Oh, and so again, like in Vic's game, if we had Featherfall, you would hope if we were fighting a hill giant and we're first level, he would be merciful enough to say, yeah, you could. He could throw the boulder and it wouldn't.
Can it be on any size? Can it be on any size object?
Is that the grog line?
That is not the grog line. Can it be on any size object?
No, there's a mass. It says it here. Well, you'll look in the.
I'm looking for declare.
I'll read the rest of this.
And I'm looking for declare action.
Well, I thought you were going to look up the.
I will
the DM.
I will.
Nerfing.
I will do that too.
The mass Featherfall affects an area of 1 cubic inch, or the maximum weight of creatures, and 1 cubic inch in this day is 10 by 10. And the maximum weight of creatures and/or objects cannot exceed a combined total equal to base 2,000 gold pieces plus 2,000 per level. So it's 4,000 at first level, and second level is 6,000.
So you have to figure out how much a boulder weighs.
Right.
In gold pieces. And I have no idea. That's where things get complicated. But okay.
John is on as well. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon.
Apparently, Gary's group.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got to ask Jim about this.
Right.
Is all the spell discussions, was it because Gary was unhappy with abuse of spells? Because Featherfall is not in here, which suggests to me that Gary's group was not abusing Featherfall.
Right.
Right? Because he doesn't have to scale it back here.
That's right.
All right, I want to look at melee declare action about the spells. We could ask Jim Ward if he would allow, right? The player to I don't know. I don't want to look up. I know that there is some. I know that.
Oh, declaring action?
Yeah, I know that he talks about it.
This is it.
Oh, okay.
That's on page 71.
Oh, yeah, there's the activity of player characters and player character directed creatures must be stated precisely and without delay at the start of each melee round or before the appropriate divisions of other situations where exact activity must be known. Right. If you are a stickler, you may require all participants to write their actions on paper.
Yeah, that's a famous thing of the paper thing. Yeah.
Conversation regarding such activities is the same as the players were talking aloud, of course. Delay in deciding what is to be done should be noted, as such hesitation will basically mean that the individual is not doing anything whatsoever. But can't you say, I'm waiting, well, whatever. I mean, I know that's changed. I mean, we could talk about that forever. You can say, I wait and see what happens. I don't know what's wrong with that.
Right. Absolutely.
In a similar vein, some players will state that they are going to do several actions which, if allowed, would likely occupy their time for many rounds. For example, I'll hurl oil at the monster, ignite it, drink my potion, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So yeah, okay. Well, that raises an interesting question, which we probably shouldn't go into too much now, because now it's about declaring action, and we're really talking about Featherfall here. But okay, so the spell works only upon free-falling or propelled objects. It will not affect a sword blow or a charging creature. Why can't it affect a charging creature? If you have Featherfall on,
it's saying it has to be launched or falling.
Okay.
That's the idea.
But it will affect a missile.
So you could argue, I would, if a frog was jumping versus a orc charging with the spear.
Oh yeah, because it says sword blow or charging creature, but it will affect a missile. So you would allow. What if it's a dragon? Well, I mean, I guess it's too big. What's a little dragon?
I think if it's airborne is the idea.
Yeah.
If it's airborne, then you could do it. So that would be very interesting. Because there's no saving throw. So if the dragon was flying over and you were high enough level, what happens if you would do that? Would it start sinking at that point?
It should start floating down.
I like that idea.
Right? Or wait, but is it a feather that has wings? Oh, but the wings are like feathers.
The whole thing's a big feather.
Exactly, it's a big feather. So it's a
so
big...
he's flying, and all of a sudden he goes like a feather. It just starts doing this.
Yeah.
He
can be waving, but it's just like waving feathers.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a complete overpowered because the beauty of this spell is there's no saving throw.
Right. So I have learned, because when I think of featherfall, I just think I'm falling off a cliff.
Right.
I think I like Ring of Featherfall.
Right. That's the classic thing.
Right? Because the Ring of Featherfall is not as good in terms... I know the ring always works, but the spell does more than the ring, because the ring just does you, right?
Right. It's one area of spec is special.
Yeah.
Now the question is, you have to be pretty high level. A dragon is giant, so you'd have to be high enough level to affect the weight, the gold piece weight.
Yeah, so you got to do all the...
You'd have to guess how big a dragon is.
Right, so then it would slow... I see books coming out, calculations, slowing down. But that's 1E. That's the way it works.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night, the Chamberlain.
Good night, Chamberlain.
Yeah, but to me,
like
or something like that. A griffin, I would rule it clearly that the connotation is if you're airborne, where gravity is going to start affecting is where the spell could affect it. Because missiles can be affected, but not anything else.
And yes, and just to conclude, I would allow you to... It seems a little ridiculous to say that you got to declare Featherfall when you don't know if the guy's going to shoot an arrow at you. It seems to me. Now, you got to be pretty... I mean, the problem is you got to be pretty darn fast. But if you've won initiative...
Right.
If you've won initiative, I don't know. That's a toughie. Arrows come pretty fast.
Oh.
So Featherfall.
So one of our friends on the Grog line says, you could cast Featherfall, but you would lose the other spell you had prepared. That's their opinion.
Oh, that seems fair. That seems fair.
That's a little more hardcore, but I like that.
Yeah.
You could do that too.
Okay.
If you're going to stick to the, hey, you're declaring action on that. But it's also, again, in a non-combat situation, if you had memorized Featherfall, the pit opens, you should be able to
absolutely
cast a spell, whatever it's. Ocrapus Magnus.
I agree. Oh, you didn't declare. Before you fell in the pit, you didn't declare.
Right. So one of the questions, could you just do it on part of the thing? So as opposed to the whole dragon, you do it on his wings.
Oh, that is very clever.
It sounds like the way it's read, the Featherfall affects an area of 1 cubic inch and the maximum weight or objects cannot exceed. So I would say no, because the idea is you're capturing the whole, like this is a whole
right,
object.
Right, it disperses.
Right, you can't just, object. I can't say
right.
I only want this part of it.
Right.
You either can do the object or not.
Right.
The area effects would have to be the whole thing. And somehow, again, it's magic. You have to adjudicate it.
But it kind of goes throughout. It disperses throughout the object, it sounds like. And if it doesn't have enough power, it's not going to affect the whole object.
Yeah. So
I agree with that. I mean, I think that's a DM's call, obviously, but I agree with
because the other thing of that is you could cast it on a party. The pit opens, everyone's falling through. You cast it, it would affect everyone around you up to the gold piece limit. Now the question is, if it exceeds, does any of it work or none of it work? I think it's easier to adjudicate it's all or nothing, but then you can hose people. If you don't do it that way, then that opens the argument what John was talking about, which is, well, then can you only do part of it? Or how do you, then I guess the magic user picks, or you do randomly. So my point is there's 6 people in the party. The pit trap opens. You cast Featherfall. You're a 4th level magic user. It doesn't cover everyone, but it covers, does it start with you and radiate out or do random? That's what you'd have to figure out.
Oh, yeah. How do you figure out, well, can't you designate who you, what's the range? Don't you identify who you cast?
You could do.
And it's just one object, isn't it? Oh, no. Can you think it's more than one object?
Well, the way it doesn't say that.
Oh, you're right. The creatures or objects.
Right.
Oh, you're right. So it's everything. Oh, so it's a weight thing.
Right.
So it's once you exceed it.
Exactly.
I guess you have to identify where is it like you point it's like a fireball. You identify the point of impact,
Well,
and it radiates out.
Affects an area of 1 cubic inch. So, and that's the other thing. That doesn't change. So it has to fit within a 10 by 10 foot area.
Right.
So that would preclude the dragon if it was bigger than that, in my opinion. In other words, you couldn't do only half the dragon.
I agree.
It would have to fit in the space. And the maximum weight of creatures and or objects cannot exceed a gold piece limit of 2,000 base. So then you'd have to adjudicate. You're the first level magic user. You could do 400 pounds. Who gets to? Does he get to pick it in his second, or the spell emanates from him and it's the closest person to him?
The first one to touch hits.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So things to think about.
Right, or not.
Or not. And most likely players, and this is where there's back and forth on the rule of cool versus players knowing their spells. Because as a DM, you may just say, hey, all the people are affected, because you don't know that it affects minimum amount of people. A lot of times, if I didn't read the spell, I would have just said, oh yeah, you cast it, you float down the pit, unless the pit was like 500 feet deep. If it was a normal 10-foot pit, I would have said, yeah, that's fine.
Right.
But if the player didn't really read it, he couldn't know that he could affect more than one person. So that's where players got to read their spells.
Oh yeah, and I didn't even know it could affect objects.
Right.
I would have been the magic user who died with Featherfall spell in his pocket, hurled by a rock, right, or whatever.
Right.
The hill giant or stone giant throws a rock at me and I die, and I had Featherfall in my pocket, ready to go. So. All
right. Well, I've got a couple of things to do for suggestion, and then I guess the reason I'm wearing this shirt, by the way, it's the Central Florida Guitar Expo is today, so I guess I'll be getting there a little bit earlier than I thought, which is all right. So our suggestions. What's our suggestions for today, Dan?
Okay, I want to suggest a new campaign that's starting here in the Central Florida area. So one of our friends, Rob, supporter of the show and a member of the Grognards Guild, is starting his Spotless Moon campaign. So if you're in the Central Florida area and you are looking for a time to start playing 1E again or start playing 1E for the first time, this would be a perfect opportunity. So I know his first session is today, but if you're not able to make that one, please jump in to one of the next sessions.
Yes, and it's the Harrowing of Hollyhock. It's a Spotless Moon campaign. I think that's something it's a complete homebrew he's built himself. So Rob, who is the Chamberlain of Brandywine as opposed to the Chamberlain of Australia, we've enjoyed playing with him a lot. He's a fun guy.
Yes, he's a very good DM. We had a really good time playing in his game, and you can find his game at our meetup site. So the Central Florida AD&D First Edition Grognards Guild on Meetup. You can sign up there.
Yep. So my suggestion, it's actually our mutual suggestion. One of our dear friends here, who is the captain, his most brilliant sagacity, Crown Prince Resolute Scythe of Kensei, has decided to dip his toe into the podcast realm. He's been on social media a long time, and he did his first podcast, The Confessions of a Wee Timorous Bushy, with that wonderful Broke accent.
Scottish. Yeah, we need a, because I'm listening to the Grognard Files.
Yeah, everyone is way better.
Now, Minion, they all...
Yeah. They just sound smarter.
They do.
Right.
So then it's soothing.
It's very soothing.
It's like treacle.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's a British molasses or something.
Okay. I thought that was a disease.
Like a candy. No.
I'm sorry you have treacle.
Roll for chronic treacle.
It's like chronic or severe treacle.
Or my black pudding is treacle.
Right. So, that sounds horrific. But this is what's great about the democratization of the internet. David has his YouTube channel, the August Chamberlain, which I've really enjoyed his style. Everyone does it their own way. So I would definitely and it was short and to the point. If he keeps doing that,
he's gonna clobber us.
Right. Well, that's why I said he's the anti-us.
Yes. Yes. He's listening to our podcast. He's going to do everything the exact opposite.
Right. They go on for 4 hours, 10 minutes.
Right.
They ramble on and have no idea what they're talking about. Clear and concise. I'm taking notes.
Right.
they have a bunch of guests. I'm so far I don't know. I'm sure he's going to have interviews. So congratulations to him. And Vic is working with Carlos to conspire on our. It would have been just more merciful just to fall into the Woolly Bay. I almost felt like jumping in there.
Yeah, it's just committing suicide. The halfling. I'm coming. Wait for me.
Right? It's like a horror movie. It's best to be killed in the beginning.
Yes.
Because then you don't know what's gonna happen. No, we're look, I think that went better than it could have in a lot of ways. So let's for those who know YouTube, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter. Both Dan and I were pretty active on Twitter. It's a time suck, but we do enjoy it. Sometimes it is pretty entertaining. I loved what our friend Vic sent your LARPing, the archive from your LARPing days. That
wasn't me.
That was totally you.
Yeah, okay, that was me.
That was you.
And next week, I'm sorry, on the 15th.
That's right.
We'll pick up again with the Dragon Magazine.
Yes, we're Dragon. That's right. So that's for those who want to read ahead. Issue 34 of Dragon. And that'll be the day after Valentine's. So if you're, I don't know what that says if you're listening to us on the day after Valentine's at 8 in the morning on Saturday.
Yeah, you're very lonely.
What? What does that say?
It's not good. Hey, we're the ones doing the show.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
What does that say?
No, but it's gonna be our Valentine's special. I've got the dice. I got Valentine's dice.
So we might as well talk about it here. We shall not do comeliness because obviously that's the book that shall not be named. So we're just doing charisma. So
charisma and D&D.
Gotcha. Okay.
Charisma and D&D. Valentine's special. I've got my T-shirt and I've got dice. I'm ready to go. It's gonna be a very special episode of GROGTALK.
Right. What's gonna be special about it?
It's a Valentine's special.
Okay.
Charisma's in the air.
That's right. Something's in the air. Pheromones or whatever. So we're going to do that. Hopefully we may have Jim Ward on or we'll have to reschedule. Hopefully he's doing okay. Time to roll D10.
All right.
I think Menion has influenced us. We're actually going to be done in 2 hours as opposed to our normal 10.
That's
6.
That's not bad.
I think because we survived.
Yeah. I've had better. I've had worse.
And we're consistently average. It's only rare. We haven't had a 10 in a long time, so we're building up to it. I would like to go over just real quick because we've changed. Here's the things we know are going to happen. So the 15th, and then on the 17th, we're going to talk on Carlos's channel, Castle Talk. Then we are planning a patron one-shot. We're working on that. I have to confirm with you if that's good. We'll talk about that offline. We know the 29th on GROGTALK, we're going to have...
Oh, we have Alan Hammock.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Author of Ghost Tower of Inverness.
Right, which we were trying to get to, and then now we're in a different land. So, yeah, so that's on that. Then later on, we've got some other people confirmed.
And March 14th, the author of the Beholder's Contract.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. March 14th?
Yep.
Do you know his name?
David Whiteland.
David Whiteland. Okay. Okay, David Whiteland, and then we're also working on an April charity event with Castle Entertainment. So we've got a lot of things going on. So, but the next one is February 15th, and I've got a new campaign starting on the 16th. So I may do one of my how to set up the campaign like I did that one time. So if people see me on, it's just because instead of me just sitting here working on it, I would just do it online. Who hates the UA? We have a final question. Who hates the UA more between the two of you? That would be Dan, would be the one who hates the UA
Without question.
More. Without question.
You don't hate, you don't dislike.
I don't love it.
Okay.
I have accepted it. What's that? Come to love the bomb or something like that. It is part of it. I avoid it. It's like, something it's like death or whatever. You try to avoid it as long as you can, but eventually a player brings it to you and goes, what is this? What is this?
Well, of course the players, but it's always the players.
Right.
That the players always want to know, are you using UA? Should we, because we need to do at some point the podcast that shall not be named.
Right.
Shall we look for a place to slot the podcast?
That's like 2 or 3. The episode that shall not be named is on the list.
Okay.
So after we talk to Jim, we probably should do that before the summer event because people want to know why That is the thing.
Because that's the question I get now.
Right.
Is why don't you guys like UA?
Why don't I like gnomes?
Why don't I like UA?
And we've been consistent. I listened back to episode 1, and I didn't like gnomes then.
Is that right? And I didn't like UA.
That's right. So we've been very consistent on this. So yeah, I think that would be fine. Okay. Yeah, the new stat. Yeah. That's the comeliness ones. One of the folks, there was a new stat added. So
Yeah.
do we need 7 stats? That's the thing. Some of it's cool, some of it. The problem, and again, not to get too much into it, it changed the game, and some for the good, some for the worse. Anything else we have for today?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, well, we will see you all. It's comeliness. It's called Cyber Heston, not to be confused with charisma, and it's pretty overpowered if you have a higher, super high or low one. It has actual effects.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But not divine awe, of course.
Pretty close.
Is that right?
If you have off the chart.
Oh, because, so Jim Ward in Deities Demigods was clear to say that these things that deities get with the 19 or the 20s and higher, you don't get it. Even if you're a human, you somehow get those. Because you could get it somehow through magical adjustment. That doesn't count.
Right. Well, so here's the thing. We're having a discussion real quick. Of course, when I become a player, I love UA. So Carlos uses UA. I rolled my character using Method 5, which is the character Somnum, which is if you're a human, you should always use Method 5 because it allows for ridiculous dice rolling. Thank you, Shannon, for that. And so my character has a comeliness score because if you roll it, includes comeliness. Yours does not because you use the traditional 46.
Yeah, charisma tends to be a dumb stat.
Right.
And maybe I shouldn't be talking about this because it's our next episode.
Yes.
Because, I wonder if you just should randomly roll for your charisma. I'd be tempted if I was a DM because everyone gets the low charisma. I mean, unless you want to be a paladin or whatever. But, everyone dumps it. It's a dumb stat. And that's no fun because then everyone's low, right?
Right. And I think that's a good so how do you guys use for next week or 2 weeks from now? How do you guys get away from that dump stat capability and try to incorporate charisma more as opposed to just being the purview of henchmen and paladins?
And we should probably also talk a little bit about romantic relationships and when you run a campaign, do people get married? Do they?
Right. I know people do. They do it out there, and how have you handled that? And then you start getting into some areas that, depending on the maturity of your players and the experience they've had, definitely for a DM, you better think about that sooner than later. Not everyone is overt and charismatic as Somnum is, where it's just obvious what's going to happen. So with that, there you go. So again, thank you again for Vic. We're super excited about GROGTALK. If you're interested in the virtual Grognards Guild, go out to our meetup and sign up. Again, we'll have Brian on next week. So we will see you all for more fun and thrills. Or not next week, 2 weeks, February 15th. So for GROGTALK, I'm James.
I'm Dan.
And we will see you next time on GROGTALK. Take care.